Bitch didn't get her Ms. Vicky's, and she really threw a bitch fit in Firehouse Subs. She had her husband do it too. He had his hand inside the bag of food the entire time. It was the most hilarious thing.
That's crazy. Also, we are live now. You can be heard.
All right.
Well, we can be heard. Guess what? If you or a loved one did not get Ms. Vicky's at your local sandwich shop, donate 5 cents, and maybe, just maybe, a 55-year-old Karen can receive her Ms. Vicky's that she so desperately needs.
Look, I like the Miss Vicky's jalapeno flavor, but it fucking sucks because it literally, I don't know what it is about like the aftertaste or whatever chemicals they fucking use, but it literally stays in your mouth even after you brush your teeth. So like you go to bed, you brush your teeth, and you wake up the next morning, you brush your teeth, and you can still taste the aftertaste. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I don't eat them anymore. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Miss Vicky has a lingering palate in your mouth. You know, whenever you ingest Miss Vicky, you know, just.
Bro, she sticks her whole tongue in your mouth, and she's like, can't get rid of it. That's just in there now.
Yeah, it really sucks when Miss Vicky tongue fucks your mouth.
Yeah, you can't get it out.
Freaky, what the heck?
Hi, Quiz.
Hi guys, welcome
I know.
to episode 13. I know, I feel like there's so many more episodes than that. This is only episode 13. Lucky number 13. Who to Bing Bao Da?
Oh, by the way, your one screen's still up.
What? What screen? Oh, that maybe wasn't funny.
Actually, never mind. I don't know.
Okay.
Ignore me.
Okay. Hi. Last session was kind of chaotic. We're missing a player. We're gonna do our little, oh my gosh, really quick little intros. Hi. I'm Ash. Your dungeon master or your game master or whatever. Just master. Anyway, just kidding. Anyway, you guys want to intro yourselves now?
Ooh, hello, master.
Nope, I regret it. I was trying to be funny, and I don't think it was funny.
Good.
Milord!
You know what? That's way better. We'll take Milord. I'll take that. That's dope.
Hey, it's better than Milady.
Look.
Listen. Remember, you have to remember, Ash's model does not have mommy milkers. She has mammaries.
That's disgusting. I think both of those options were gross. The first one was gross, and the second one was gross.
The second one's clever. That's what I love about it. M-A-apostrophe-A-M. Mammaries.
I didn't even understand that until you clarified, and I think that's the second time you told that joke. And I just thought you said it because the word mammaries is kind of weird sounding, but now I understand the actual joke.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's so funny. Explaining the joke makes it better.
As someone who also says that to cope with their bad humor, I understand. It's okay.
I'll have you know that my humor is rather tasteful, just like Ms. Vicky's.
Okay, what's going on the
sensuous
map?
tongue.
I don't know.
Anyway, do your fucking intros. Danish, go first. Who the fuck are you?
I'm Danish. I'm playing Manila. She's a ranger, and apparently the ranger sucks. So, and I'm really low health after last time's fight.
All right, Avril, you're up.
Hello. I almost ate shit. Actually, I did eat shit last time we played this. That's it.
Who the fuck are you? What's your?
I'm Overall. You said my name. Oh, I guess.
What's your real? Your other name? Ding dong.
Dokes. Hello. It's not ducks. Commonly confused with ducks. That's
ducks.
for silly gooses, though.
Anyway, ducks. Thanks for intro. Go Dio. Bing bong.
Hi, I'm Dio. I play Alaric. I'm the reason he didn't die. I believe Moose is Meese. Thank you.
All right, Bone Man.
Hi, I'm Undead. I play Ulysses. I am Bone Man in 2 respects, and I'm also partially responsible for some people being able to live. I also finally used my homunculus.
I get you're undead, but what's your name?
Yeah.
I said it was Ulysses.
No, your actual name. You see what I did there? Cause you're skeleton.
Oh my god.
Oh
I'm
boy.
going,
Is it good?
I'm going to snap your penis like it's a Slim Jim.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Randy Savage would be proud. He would.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna steal one of those displays from the gas station, I swear.
This is definitely what happens when we don't play for too long. Anyway.
As violent as this sub will let me.
Other than violent penis subs, last session.
Wow, that's a sentence.
Only on OnlyFans.
Last session, the party, were actually thinking about leaving the city of Zagan to go pursue a note that they had mysteriously received when they were previously, in the forest. And in the interim of them debating that decision and potentially getting ready, they woke up the following morning and realized that something was amiss. Hearing screams outside, they quickly realized that something was wrong, and so they left the guild hall after meeting a AA lieutenant, and then headed to the Silver Sword, where they found a lot of blood, a completely sundered street. However, there weren't really any however, there weren't really any bodies around, but they did encounter quite a few types of demons, you might say, and they did fierce battle with them. Avril, his first encounter with the party, leaving them quite disappointed as he got knocked the fuck out like a bitch. But it's okay.
Hey, hold on.
But it's okay. He was saved. He was.
I've already been fought.
And the party now stand in the aftermath of this as they decided to head into the Silver Sword Guild house, as that seemed potentially like an area of reprieve or for further investigation. Veso has Joseph has once again disappeared into the shadows, and he said, "Yeet, see y'all sometime when I'm not being sneaky." What would you like to do?
I would like to go and have some clarification.
Yeah, on what?
In order for us to have been disappointed in Avril, we would have had to have been proud of him in the first place.
You know what? You're so real for that. You're so real. How about God was disappointed in Avril? All right.
I already got people thinking we're an item. Now I have to make sure that I assert my dominance. I have to knock him down one peg.
You know what? You're real for that. You're a real one. All right.
Let me get up, God.
So,
It's all right.
you stand here in the bloody streets, with the "I'm not paid enough for this" graffiti art on the sidewalk that you just now noticed.
I just now noticed there wasn't an eraser option either.
Oh.
Is there anything on the bodies?
There are the demon bodies you guys already checked. There was nothing on them, other than because the bodies they had consumed that kind of exploded from them were basically completely digested or decomposed or, yeah. The graffiti
Dear gods,
on the
that's
street is
bad.
now floating, disappearing away.
Is it?
No, you guys are just really tired.
I think I'm seeing shit.
Who the fuck put chocolate nuts on here? Sorry, I'm sorry.
That's not me. I can only grab facts.
Okay.
See?
Okay. Anyway, we're gonna focus for real. So what do you
I
guys?
don't know any better way to erase it than just drag it off screen.
So what are you guys doing?
God has left the server. Oh Christ! It has been dragged away.
We ended last session with you all about to walk into the Silver Sword Guild halls. Would you still like to pursue that?
I mean, we can get some information before we decide to amscray. Also, we heard a bunch of noise that might lean into us having to head into a safe space.
Honestly, I just want a safe space right now so I can heal my wounds a little.
Yeah, let's do that. Inside the location, please.
All right. So as you
Yeah, boo-boo.
make your way, and you kind of walk across this street with beautiful, beautiful buildings and smaller guild houses around it. Many of these buildings are part of the separate of the main Silver Sword Hall, but it's very obvious to tell what's the main hall. And as you walk towards it, you notice that the door is ajar.
No, it's a door.
It's a door.
What the story here?
The door is ajar, as in it is slightly open. The definition of ajar, a singular word, which is not A space J-A-R, but A no space J-A-R, a different word than a glass container used to store things.
Like your Rainbow Dash figurine.
Oh no.
What? Wait, you cut out.
Oh no.
Wait, no, you unironically cut out.
Oh, like your Rainbow Dash figurine. For the glass container.
What?
Uh-oh.
I'm so confused.
Do you not know?
No.
He doesn't know about the jar.
She doesn't know
Why,
the scriptures.
why would I have a Rainbow Dash figure?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Don't worry
don't
about
worry
it.
about it.
You're way too innocent.
Okay.
Yes. Stay innocent.
Anyway. No, don't get me wrong. I'm aware of, like, the cum jars. I guess I just didn't understand the context of
Uh-oh.
Rainbow Dash. I was really confused.
Oh,
Anyway.
it was a Rainbow Dash one that was in it.
Oh, okay. Anyway, the door is slightly open.
I thought she was unsullied. I was wrong.
You just close the door and walk away.
Yeah,
Can I hear anything from inside?
You hear what sounds like a slight dragging sound.
The dragon.
Yeah, no, dragging. As in something being kind of drug across a space.
Lysis, can your golem look inside?
Yeah, I could send Opal in.
Ready, my swords. Ready.
Alright.
Alright, come on, Opal.
So, you send Opal in. Not needing to really even move the door, Opal can kind of just squeeze in ever so slightly. It's a disaster. The floors covered in viscera. It's sprayed all up the sides of the walls. You see maybe anywhere between 15 to 30 bodies, maybe, kind of all laid about in this main entrance hall. Most of them look to be Silver Sword members, some of them to be peasants or just common folk. But they all look to be well dead, and you don't currently sense any other movement in here.
What about the dragging sound?
Don't hear it at this immediate moment anymore. How far does Opal go?
I'm probably gonna have Opal climb to the top of probably a body pile. Because, I mean, it's 15 to 30 bodies. There's bound to be, like, some that are laying on top of each other.
There is, but this is also a very big space. Which is why it's hard to kind of guess how many you're actually seeing, because it's almost like... It's like 100-foot hall, almost. It's not quite... But it's very large. It's like the size of a stadium, and that's just this, like, main entryway.
I'm going to have Opal go 30 feet at the maximum, because that's where I think that's my max for being able to interact with Opal in general. Just to kind of explore and see what's going on.
Yeah, so Opal kind of continues to make their way. Can you roll a perception check for Opal?
Yes, I can. And let me just double check on Opal's shiz. I think it's in inventory, technically. Ooh. Alright. God, I have to actually, like, look at the homunculus. Wow. Homunculus 5e.
You should have the stat block. If not, let me see.
Yeah, it doesn't give me the... Oh, no, I got it. Yep,
Okay.
It's in there.
All right.
Okay, so perception. So I get a +4 to this perception check. Okay, that's nice. I'll roll the pink die, because that's my wife's die. Well, fucking awesome. That's a 21.
Yeah, that's great. So, with a 21, Opal sees something further down, and it does look that there is one larger pile of bodies, and it looks like further back, like about 50-ish feet further, so closer toward the, like, very end. Not quite at the very end of the hall, but close to it, almost as to, like, where the one set of stairs are that go up. And it looks like you can see the blood trail has been deliberate. So it looks, after these people were killed, that their bodies were deliberately dragged to this space. And it looks like they've been laid there very carefully. Like someone is paying a great deal of attention to these bodies. So it doesn't appear that it was some sort of, like, fiend or monster or anything like that. It's someone that cared for these people, clearly. And Opal does notice what they think to be some sort of movement behind one of the further back pillars.
Is it dark inside?
It's weird because while the door is offering a faint bit of light from what's peeking in, so everything in here is not quite reflective, but it's like just silver enough that if there's a little bit of light, it almost helps the rest of the room light up. So I would say it's dim right now. It's not completely dark, but there's very dim lighting in here.
Well, if it helps, a homunculus does have dark vision of 60 feet, so...
Yeah. It's this person, or whatever this is, the movement that you saw is... It appears humanoid, and it looks like they have some sort of, like, the very, like, part of their shoulder that's peeking out. You almost just missed them because they're wearing silver and they're, you know, standing like against the silver pillar. But you would probably get the sense that they're also being cautious, whoever this is, given the situation they're in.
I'm gonna have Opal come back.
All right, Opal comes back.
All right, Opal. What did you see?
I don't know. Whatever you want Opal to sound like. That's probably not
Fuck,
what.
you scared the shit out of me.
If anything, Opal doesn't talk. Opal more than likely, because like, you know, they have like the gemstone bit.
Yeah.
They don't talk, they just show flashes of images.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's very cool.
So it's like within like the wire body that surrounds the opal itself, Opal just kind of like taps on the opal to go and change whatever image they saw. So then I'm able to be like, oh, that's, all right, got it. Then Opal does a little happy dance. There's a chance that we have an ally in there? At least a neutral party. They're being diligent with the bodies. But at the very same time, considering the circumstances that we're in, it may have been the case that this could be for a ritual. We don't know. So if we head inside, we need to be cautious. But at least there's only one individual that Opal was able to see.
Ninella will go up to the door and slowly open it a little more.
All right. You slowly open the door, and it has this like loud creaking sound. As careful as you're trying to be, it is a large old door. Like no matter how slow you are with it, it's like even if you just like and it's just like but you slowly open it. Do you step inside?
Hello? No, from the door's opening I will. Hello? Anybody there?
There's no response.
We killed the creatures outside. We were wondering why there weren't any bodies, but I think I see as to why. We don't mean any harm, we just want to rest. And hopefully help if we can.
We are from the AA.
And you see from behind a pillar, a different pillar that Opal originally saw, someone kind of just barely step out. And it looks like they are in a combat stance. And they have, you know, silver armor on. And you look and see specifically what is in their hand. And it looks to be a male figure. And it looks like one in each hand are holding boomerangs. And as this man steps out, oh, are you guys real? Oh, hey guys, it's been a few days. And you see Steven Silverquill step out from behind the pillar.
Steven, you have fucking boomerangs?
Yeah, they're great. Hi. I love
my
boomerangs.
God.
Who is this guy?
This is Steven.
Oh, come on in. Oh,
We-
shut the door. Shut the door behind you, please. You know, there's a lot going on. Yeah.
Yeah, shut the door. So, overall, just to give you a recap of something that, well, you may or may not have been aware of. Steven is somebody that we helped against, one of the big monkey demons. Yeah, how have you been, Steve?
I don't know. It hasn't been that long, but oh man, it's been a long few days. Especially it's been a long few, like, 3 hours. Most of my friends are dead. So that's pretty traumatic, am I right? Oh, how are you guys?
You shouldn't say that with a smile in your voice. I'm just gonna tell you that now, or is that the trauma talking?
Oh, it's the trauma talking. I'm gonna be honest. I'm so fucked up right now, and not because I'm lit.
Oh shit.
You're fucking high.
No. I said not because I'm lit. Because I'm not lit, but I'm still really fucked up. Yeah.
Listen, I'm not a guard or
Steven?
anything. I'm gonna judge you.
What's
No, you're fine.
going on? What
I'm not-
happened?
So
What happened?
I don't even know. Around 2 or 3 this morning, I started hearing some rustling and some screams from a room across the way, and I jumped out of bed. I started to get suited up, and the screams kept getting louder, and then I started like hearing these loud stomps and scrapes. And you know, I heard the lieutenants yelling for us to like get up. We have to fight. They're here. We've been infiltrated, and I mean, by the time that I had actually got most of my gear on, I went outside. There was blood everywhere. Some of my friends were already on the ground. There were a few left inside. You know, me and a few others helped finish the ones off that were remaining in here, but I don't know where the rest of them went. I know they took off, and I know most of our higher ranking officers took off after them somewhere else into the city. And I don't know. I just the few of my friends
Steven,
that, what?
Are you here alone?
To my knowledge, I'm gonna be honest, this place is big. I've been trying to look around, find any other survivors, just put the bodies together, that kind of thing. I haven't heard anyone else or seen anyone else. I haven't been able to check the other Silver Sword buildings yet, so. But I'm almost done, and I was gonna try and go over there after this, but. Ugh. I don't even know. I haven't heard from anyone. No one's contacted me or the base, or our sending stones or anything, so.
I'm going to assure you that you're more than likely safer here.
I mean, probably, but I'll be honest, that I'm pretty alright in a fight. Not the best, not the worst, and it's definitely a feeling of guilt.
Flops down.
Yeah, you guys look like shit. Are you okay? What's going on out there?
No.
How did you guys make it over here? What?
I'm doing great.
Shut up! You're fully covered in your own blood, and you almost died.
I kind of does though.
It reminds
Yeah.
me you have to
Yeah.
say thank you to Ulrich. He saved your fucking life.
Oh yeah. Well, how did you guys bring me back?
Pure skill.
I jump-started your heart.
Wow. That's a neat trick. Well, thank you. And also, and this over to Steven. I don't know you, but you seem to be in a little.
Yeah, I don't know you. Hi, I'm Steven, by the way.
problem.
What's your name?
Hi, my name's Orwell, and he holds out his hand.
Yeah,
Nice to
shakes
meet you.
it. Ah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Sucks for meeting under such horrific circumstances.
Yeah, fate has a weird way of, doing shit. But, did you need any help, please? Any points to the area? All this?
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I've been, I've already checked most of the rooms and stuff. I just gotta finish the main hall, and then I can start checking the other buildings. I'm sure the other buildings got hit too. I'm hoping not as bad as everyone that stayed here in the main building. I did find, there were a few survivors, but I already we had a mage that left, and we've got a teleportation circle in here, so I had them leave with them. So yeah, I haven't found anyone else since.
Okay, well, definitely keep my eye out for anything that could help you out.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Returns to where he was leaning on I forget what I was leaning on. I think I was leaning on Ulysses, but I forget.
Cat? Dogs, your voice is kind of scratchy for me. I don't know if it's only for me.
Yeah, it's kind of poppy. Like every now and again, it sounds like you're kind of like chewing on plastic.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
That's all I wanted to say. Though.
Alright. So, yeah, it's, I don't know. I don't understand how they got in. I really don't. Like, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Like, our job is, like, to keep the walls safe and protect the people, but holy fuck, what a shit job we've done of that. Am I right? Like, I don't know. I joined this to, like, serve and help protect people, but what the fuck? What
Steven,
the fuck?
I'm going to ask for you to calm down a little bit, and I'm going to go and give you a hard truth. All right?
All right. I'm calm. I'm so calm.
We are not meant to win here. Do you understand? We're meant to survive. Okay?
Well,
The Pale Lady is here.
who?
Someone who's pretty fucking dangerous.
If we survive, that's kind of a win in itself.
Your priority should be that every person that you are able to see that is within your radius of sight is alive. That should be your priority. Got it?
I mean, I'll do my best.
No. Yes or no? You got it.
Got it.
You're a capable young man. I believe in you. And
How
I think that
old are
can
you?
help.
Sorry,
I'm
I'm so
old
sorry.
enough to
That was
say that
rude.
you're-
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, see? Brash.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Oh. Alyssa, don't make me laugh. It hurts.
I'm
I think
sorry.
I've broken some ribs. Oh.
Steven, do you have a place that we can mend?
I mean, there's, most of the rooms upstairs are empty. You might find a few cold ones in there, but not beers, bodies. But, yeah, either there or, any points in the far back wall. It was, like, almost concealed by pillars, which you didn't see. It's, there's a bar area over there. Y'all can help yourselves to food or whatever you want, really, that's back there, for the time being, so.
Yeah, we should stay in this room.
I just,
Manella's right. We should. In case something were to come through, you at least have backup, and you don't have to wear yourself down. I'm essentially fine. I'm almost out of spell slots. Actually, I am out of spell slots, but I'm not out of options. So.
I mean, you guys mentioned the pale lady. Like, do you know what's going on?
A demonic incursion that has apparently been planned for quite some time. Like I said, you're not meant to win. You're meant to survive.
But how would they have gotten in? And how would they have gotten this far into the city without anyone knowing, in a city literally filled, in a city designed to host capable adventurers to protect the city? That's the whole damn design of the city.
Steven, even your friends have shadows.
Well, yeah. I mean, most of the people here were pieces of shit, but that doesn't mean they weren't strong. I'm gonna be honest. You know, you can be strong and a piece
No.
of shit.
Your life has a value to it. Every life has a value to it. Some people recognize the value of their life earlier than others, and are willing to cash that in. Doesn't matter how pious or virtuous somebody is. Money and threats motivate. That's what topples empires and civilizations. Here is no different.
So you think someone was just paid, just let them in?
I think they were paid with their own life, or they were told they get to live. So they can see their family again, or even have one after the fact. Trust me, every life has value, even the ones that are no longer here. And then I'm going to motion with my hand towards all of the bodies in the room. They paid a price, and they're going to continue paying. Long after they're gone. What you're doing here is good, Stephen. You and whomever else is here as a survivor, but that's what you need to do, though, is be a survivor. And help others survive. If not today, then tomorrow. And currently, today, you have a few people in here that definitely need to be on the mend.
Ulysses, can I be honest with you?
No.
Like, too bad. You seem super chill and super great, and I appreciate you. You know, we haven't had that many interactions, but I wanted to let you know I really understand what you're saying, but sometimes it's really difficult because, you know, you are a skeleton with glowing eyeballs, and I'm trying to, like, not, you know, be alivist or anything, but sometimes it's hard to, like, you say these things and they sound super cryptid, and you do sound a little evil. I know you have good intentions and you're saying good things, but it definitely, the way you're phrasing,
Steven, I want to like you,
on the
and I'm going to
phrasing.
tell you to go fuck yourself. Okay?
That's fair. You're fair. That's all right. Yeah, that's okay. I deserve that. I'm going through a lot right now, man.
Steven, I completely agree. And that's why it's so funny.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you too.
Steven walks over and, like, puts his arm up for a high five. Yeah.
High fives.
All right, well, I'm gonna finish doing this. I'll let y'all rest up, so. And he goes.
Are you taking a short rest or what, guys?
I have no clue what I get back on a short rest, if anything at all.
Your warlock spell slots you would get back.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was thinking a short rest would be fine. What about health-wise, guys?
You get, for a short rest, you get your number of hit die you have back per class. So say, Manila, for you.
No, I mean,
Oh, sorry.
I mean how low their health bar.
My
If a
bad.
short rest is.
My bad.
I've lost 2 hit points.
Yeah, I'm not
Me and
asking
Ducks
you.
both went down, so
I'm
I'm
fine
sure
with a
he's
short
as bad as I am.
How many
You just
healing
gave my
potions
fingers
do you
cramps.
How
I
many
just have to put
healing
some in there.
potions do you have left, Ulysses?
I have. As soon as I can find them, because I'm horrible at this. I'm so sorry. I have 3.
Not horrible. Okay.
All right, but I'm going to go and step into my suitcase real quick. I have some prayer to perform.
Yes.
Farewell.
And then Ulysses is going to get inside his suitcase, his briefcase, because might as well go and use that ability, and I'll just take the time to kind of rest and quote-unquote pray,
Hell yeah.
because that'll be my excuse for having to dip for a moment.
Yes.
So-
Go do your thing. So, wow. Man, Ulysses can go into a suitcase? Y'all are full of
Briefcase.
surprises. Briefcase? I'm sorry. My apologies. It's a briefcase. That's crazy. Didn't mean to interrupt. But you guys take your time. Start resting up. Probably about halfway through your rest, Steven finishes with the bodies, moves them all. Actually walks over. Hey, so, couple things. I just heard from the higher ups on my stone phone. I don't know what a phone is, but it rhymes with stone. That it looks like they won. For now, they said, I wouldn't call it a victory, but according to them, the city has been sufficiently cleared of demon activity for the time being. But they're all still gonna patrol. They said for me to just stay here, keep a lookout. But don't tell them I did this. But if you guys would like to respectfully go through the belongings of the deceased, I would be all right with that. Most of them were good adventurers. And honestly, look, I'm not the smartest man, but I know you guys seem like you have a handle on things. Like, you know something's up. You seem like you're on the in. You know, you helped me out before, so... And I know Ulysses was like, oh, survive, be a survivalist, but I don't know. Maybe you can figure out what's going on here. For real. Still doesn't
If you
make
don't
sense.
mind, I would really love to go through and just see if there's any health potion or anything.
Yeah, go for it.
Did we short rest or no?
This is like halfway through your short rest. He's like coming up and talking to you guys, like just making conversation while you're resting. It's not like interrupting or anything, but
Just making sure before I press the button.
I press the button.
You can press the button. It's fine.
Oh,
Press your buttons. Yeah, I mean, feel free. Just please be respectful. I don't know. I hope you guys didn't lose anyone. So, and he just like somberly walks away after he says that. After there's like, you guys really seem like you don't want to talk, even though he's trying like really hard to talk. So he's just like, goes upstairs.
Stephen, wait!
What? Yes?
I wasn't done with you.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm coming back.
Let's go over to the bar.
Okay. All right. Do you want a drink? I'll get you a drink.
Do you have any alcohol I could use for cleaning?
Yeah, of course. Pulls out like 100% alcohol bottle. It's literally a clear bottle and it's labeled, the only label on it, it's a piece of paper and it says 100% alcohol.
I love Everclear. If you don't mind, while we have our talk, I'm gonna wash my rag on my eyes.
Yeah, do your thing, man.
And he pulls off the sash over his eyes and starts rubbing the alcohol in.
What do we see when you take your sash off your eyes? Because this is the first time I believe you've done this.
This is. You see straight white pupils, but you see, as far as eyelids go, they're scarred and torn, and from where the left eyebrow would end, a scar goes down through the eye to the bridge of the nose. And in the other eye, it looks more like a puncture. Like there's where a pupil would be, there's just a huge scar right there. And no eyelid.
Yeah, so what did you want to talk about?
You said that the fighting you first heard was in the building in another room.
Yeah, that's...
Was it in this room or was it in one of the living quarter rooms?
It was 2 stories up, 3rd floor, living quarters. I was asleep. It sounded like it was coming from down the hallway. It almost sounded like it came from like down the steps. And then it started getting louder, and then that's like I heard fighting start, and yeah. Big guys told us to gear up first, so.
I don't want you to relive too much of your past trauma, but I'm gonna keep asking you questions.
It's all right.
I also have Ulysses' briefcase, by the way.
Okay.
On your floor. Yes, Manila.
You look over at Manila, she just looks at you with open mouth, like, and big eyes.
We'll get to that another time. On your floor, I assume it's a hallway of some sorts with living quarters.
Yeah.
When you stepped out, did you notice any blood, dead bodies, or anything on your floor?
Yeah, there was a bunch of blood spatter already. There weren't any bodies yet.
You slept that?
No. So, like, I woke up to the fighting sounds, and I was, like, getting my armor on and my rangs. And then when I stepped outside, there was already blood on the floor. And then I heard the fighting at the other end of the hall by the time I had my armor on.
Alright, dude. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we slept through it, like we slept through it. We only
Yeah, but
found
it
out
didn't
when we came
originate.
down for breakfast.
So it
That's true.
didn't originate in our hall.
You
And
don't even know
we
what
faced
happened in
those
our
imps that could
halls.
mimic voices.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if there's shapeshifters amongst the enemies.
I mean, I can, if you want to, you know, when you guys are all feeling a bit better, I can take you upstairs and kind of walk you through exactly what happened, at least from my perspective, if you want. Really anything to help. I don't know. I can't stop
How many
thinking about.
floors tall is this building?
It's 5 floors.
I'd like to start at the 3rd floor, where you first heard it.
Yeah, we can. I mean, I'd be more than happy to show you. I just. Ugh. Is your friend always that cold?
Well, he's dead.
That's true.
Doesn't really have a lot of body heat.
Not literally, you know, like he
Now, I
seems.
know what you mean. A
yeah.
lot of us have external pressures on us.
It's understandable.
Don't think of him as cold. Think of him as the same way you would think of a detective who has to deal with this on a normal basis.
I don't
At some
think he was
point, you sort of
cold.
become, no pun intended, you sort of become dehumanized to it.
Yeah. I understand.
He didn't
that.
get to live this long by stopping and focusing on minor trivial details.
Yeah.
I don't think he was cold for you either, by the way. I think he was happy you were alive, and so are we.
Yeah.
It's just we have to keep our head cold because we're not safe right now. We are in a danger zone,
You're right.
and he just don't want you to forget your biggest duty right now is keep yourself alive.
See, that makes sense. It sounds so much better when you say it. I don't want to be a livist, but it sounds so scary when he says it. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'll take you guys to the 3rd floor if you want, or if you want to look at. I don't know if you want to go through my friends first before we go up.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, if you don't mind.
go for it. They're not using it.
You can pour us both a drink while we wait.
Yeah, my mic was cut.
Good.
Was not working earlier. I just wanted to have been the whole time making drinks.
Oh,
Wait for
okay.
someone to ask for one.
The same.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. So you make everyone drinks. That wants one. Guys, what do you make?
Besides, make a few. What do they have? They have like.
Literally everything. This is
This-
like one of the
okay.
richest, most elaborate buildings in
I try to
town.
recreate that the drink that knocked me the fuck out earlier, and then I make some normal like.
Roll an
Okay,
investigation
roll.
check.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put my sash back on while this is happening.
Okay.
11.
11. You find some things that you
Yeah.
think would be similar strength, maybe. Probably not magical in effect, but definitely very strong.
I'm trying to find out a closable bottle, put that in there, like a flask or something. Put that away. And I make everyone like Long Islands or basic like. I make a few fruity drinks.
Okay, yeah, you can, definitely do that. Everyone is now equipped with some fruity drinks, and you all take some time to drink them before you...
Mandela ate drinking.
Okay, Nella's not drinking. Those of you that
Also,
choose
wanted to
to
look-
take... And though...
Pavel, I can tell you, you definitely get your drink making skills from heaven, because this is
Divine.
no.
Damn.
They don't
Anyway.
drink in heaven.
Ah.
Oh.
Hey. I know a few gods who are into drinks.
So
Ask, do you need me to roll anything to?
yeah, roll an investigation check for me.
Alric, what about I'm helping you instead?
I do not loot the dead.
I'm walking over to the dead as they say that.
Are you
How high?
assisting?
Dixie poo?
Oh,
Oh, sorry. I thought I froze. Assisting in looking through the dead bodies.
okay. Are you assisting Manila?
Yeah. I'm looking for just like anything else besides health potions. I'm looking for like anything to help us later on. So like, I'm looking for
How
thieves
high
tools maybe.
How high is your investigation?
I get a +1.
Okay, you roll and I help.
All right.
Okay.
So roll investigation with advantage.
A 19 and a 4.
All right. So 19 total.
Yes.
All right. If you could roll a d6 for me, please.
Two.
2. Could you roll a d4 for me, please?
Three.
3. So,
Why'd you say it like that?
you all
Sorry.
are having the rare opportunity to loot pretty seasoned adventurers. And there's probably going to be quite a few things on there that you find. Granted, some of these people here are commoners. They are peasants or just people who worked here. They're not all adventurers. But there are some. So you find what look to be 4 bottles of a red liquid, and this is across all the bodies. You look and it appears you find 1 bottle of a deep blue liquid. It almost looks like there's like a translucent little fish swimming inside of it. And you also find a rapier, a set of beautiful armor, 2 sets of beautiful armor actually, along with the rapier. You find 2 rings, as well as what looked to be a pouch of some sort. And you also find... Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
the red liquid, it all needs to be what is called. The rapier, is it magical?
Make an Arcana check.
13.
It is magical indeed.
Is it cursed?
With an 18, it does not appear to be cursed.
No, a 13.
Oh. It does not appear to be
Does
cursed.
not appear to be.
Oh, you also find, I should clarify, and you also find, on top of all of those things, you find 2 short swords, a great axe, and, 1 set of what looks like half plate. I know there's a lot, sorry. A lot of adventurers.
Okay.
Ash, can I sidebar
take a-
with you real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go back in time here a little bit. You know, my perception is unnaturally high.
Yeah.
You said that we saw a person in silver plate behind a pillar that wasn't the one Steven came from.
Yeah, so it looked like, if I worded that poorly, that's on me. It was the same person, but by the time, like, within those
Oh, okay.
maybe like few seconds, he had moved already.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I missed that part.
Okay.
No, I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, did we just we just gonna skip about that one? Okay, I'm sorry, Ducks.
All good. Can I take a close look at these rings? And either just wedding rings that I don't want to touch and leave them there, or they're actually something to them.
Neither. I'll tell you right now. Neither of them look like wedding rings per se. You don't know if they're magical or not, but they definitely don't look like wedding rings. Like none of them are on like the typical wedding ring finger.
Okay. I'll take a closer
If you would
arcana
like
check.
assistance, just let me know.
At the what?
I think I'm pretty okay with arcana to take a look at it.
All right. Yeah. Make an
Oh,
arcana.
I take it back. I got a 4.
You need assistance.
Are
Maybe.
unsure if the rings are magical or not.
Okay.
You at least know they're not wedding
Oh,
rings.
That's good. Okay. Pocket them anyway.
Okay.
Ask, can you send a list of what all it was?
Yeah, give me a sec.
That's because I
Okay,
didn't get
verification.
to write it all down.
Yeah, I got you. Just give me 1 sec to change some things on here based on your knowledge. Alright.
We need out.
If you need identification, you can ask me or Skelly.
I
Yeah,
dropped the
we-
2 wings on the floor so you can see them better.
You dropped the 2 what?
I dropped the 2 rings on the floor so you can see them better.
That's fucked up.
I mean,
fucked up.
it's
You
effective.
could just walk over here and put them on the bar.
I mean, that's why I'm still looting, and you're over there.
Not a bloodhound
magical
sniff, boy.
eye feet. It probably would work if you gave it a shot.
That's not how it works.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody
Give it
but
a
me
shot.
knows how my eyes work.
Oh, okay.
Good boy.
Y'all out here making
Alright, I don't-
assumptions.
I told him.
You're the worst one. You shut up.
Well, that's because I understand it, so I get a pass.
How many times this session do you handicap me?
Okay, I'm sorry that I say C because I'm generalizing and it's a verbiage that I have grown up using. So I'm sorry that I forget to change my word for our fictional game.
Alaric reads the book.
The book?
You know what I mean. Shut up.
Wait, no, I don't. I'm actually. Wait, what book?
It was from the other session. Shut up.
Oh, yeah, I'm just stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm slow. I'm slow. Okay.
Poor Joseph, he'd love all this loot.
All right.
You said there was a pouch too as well, right?
Yeah, there's a pouch. I'm gonna send you guys the. Oh wait, I forgot the vials. Ah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not as fast to ride as the old man,
All right.
the skeleton.
Control C.
Oh, also, as I take things off the bodies, I go thank you, before I pocket them. Forgot to mention that.
Very angelic of you.
Thank you.
There you go. I put it in no mic for y'all.
Okay.
Um.
And I will say that you know the rapier's magical. You have no idea if anything else is or is not.
Okay. And you want to next go or?
What?
I got the two wings. I don't know if we're doing back and forth or. Like, can I pick another item or are you?
Yeah. And Ulrich looking at the rings. Sensing the
yeah.
rings, sorry.
I'll slap them on the table and slide them over to Alaric.
May I check the rings, Dungeon Master?
Yeah, you can roll an Arcana check.
Oh yeah.
That is a 12.
You don't gather too much. You haven't seen rings exactly like this make or shape before. However, both rings do feel like they have some sense of magic within them.
A little bit. Not a lot.
Okay.
One definitely seems more magical than the other.
One little bit, one not a lot.
I pocket them just in case. For later.
Probably save them for Ulysses.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, alright. What do they look like?
Oh, so what? Sorry.
What do they look like?
So one of them it's a gold band, and it has what looks like it's kind of split where it's got this spacing on the very top, but then it has like a ram's head on each side. And then the other one has a silver band on it, and sorry, wow, I'm sorry. Okay, hold on.
Throws up. Ring of throwing up.
Yep, it's the ring of throwing up. That's exactly what it is. Just you touch it
shit.
and then you vomit comet everywhere. No.
I'll play this on Ulysses later.
Be good for when you drink that shit.
No, but it's a very beautiful ring, and it kind of has gems inlaid throughout it. But they're very, most of them are almost kind of like silver looking, so they're almost hard to notice when you kind of first look at it. And then there's a very simple, beautiful kind of light purple gem in the middle. And you knew it wasn't a wedding ring because this ring was on a pinky finger specifically.
Oh. I think I want to slip that ring of throwing up one.
What?
I'll put on the ring of throwing up.
Okay. You put it on and it adjusts like perfectly to the size of your finger.
Oh shit, nice. It's a neat trick. I don't think any more of it.
You have that on your finger now.
Sick. I'll put the other one in my pocket.
All right.
Do you? What is called? Attune to it.
You can take the time if you would like, but that would be another hour.
I could do this for all down.
What?
I'll wait till Ulysses get back to fully
Okay.
not do anything more drastic with that. I'll just put it on because it looks nice.
All right. So, you guys gather up the rest of the items. You can, whoever can take whoever. Avril took the rings, but take whatever you like out of what you find. Strangely though, you don't find any gold on any of these bodies, even on like the seasoned adventurers.
Uh-oh, Steven.
And
Uh-oh.
and Steven's like, all right, are y'all ready to head upstairs or still need some time?
Minetta would look through the pouch.
Through the pouch? You open the pouch and it doesn't appear to have anything in it, but when you open it, it smells phenomenal. It smells like of every herb and spice, and it just hits your nose in the right way. But there's nothing in it.
Okay. I am taking the pouch.
All right. You take the pouch. So however you guys want to grab the items, but that's up to you.
But I want to look over to Steven and be like, not that I was looking or anything. But I
What?
can't help but to notice there's not any monetary rewards for these adventurers on their persons.
Oh yeah, that's because we're not actually allowed to have gold on our persons. So we all have our own individual vaults that the vault keeper keeps track of, that we have to we have to put our money in when we enter and we can get it when we leave. But we're not allowed, like, while we're in or like on duty, we are not allowed to carry coin with us.
What the hell?
Like a hard roll. But
Yeah, make an insight
understandable,
check.
I guess. Okay.
Why not, Steven?
13.
That sounds insane.
Yeah, I never got it either. It was really apparently something about, like, you know, we don't want to seem like we have too much money or that we're, like, exerting monetary pressures on the people or whatever, and people respect you more if they think you're doing things for, like, the good of the people versus money. I don't know. Some random messaging like that. Anyway, yeah. What'd you get?
13.
30. He seems like he's telling the truth.
Okay. Well, let's go. Weird roll, but I'll take your word for it. I
It's weird.
don't know anything about this place.
Yeah, it's really weird. So you guys head up the stairs to the second set of stairs. And on your way up, you do see what looks like, when you actually kind of enter what appears to be this. This is almost like a professional space, and it has like office suites and meeting areas, but you do see right at the top of the stairs there is a front desk, or not a, it's a massive desk, and there is actually a sign. There's like blood smeared on it, but you can still make out the sign. It's like one of those foldable card signs, and it says SS gold, or words are hard, SS member vault. So yeah, and you make your way up. There seems to be a good amount of viscera and blood kind of everywhere. You do see some bodies that definitely, it seems Steven has moved them and kind of laid them nicely next to each other. And you kind of continue to the third floor. There's nothing necessarily of note. And as you walk up the stairs, it feels ominous. There's just like a shiver down your spines. And you basically went from where it looked like there was a crime scene had occurred to an unnatural, almost, like, tunnel of flesh and blood and bone, as you cannot see the wood grain anymore as you make your way onto the third floor. And the smell is vile, even at this earliest stages of decay. There's blood dripping from the ceiling. It's trippy. It is very trippy. There are doors, lining the hallway. And Steven turns and says to the three of you, yeah, so I don't know who necessarily. I couldn't really. This one was hard to be respectful with, to try and. It's a lot. So.
Yeah, this. Wow.
Yeah.
It's okay, Steven.
Yeah. I'm not a big
Have
magic
you been to the
guy, so.
Have you been to the 4th floor? Is it like this?
I did go to the 4th floor. It is like this.
Ooh.
If anything, it's a little worse. I have not been to the 5th floor yet. There are no living quarters on that floor. I have not, so I was like, it's fine. I'm not gonna go up there. Really didn't want to after the 4th floor. But yeah. There were a lot of people on this floor and in this building, and there ain't that many bodies, because I'm guessing most of them are on the fucking wall. So it's great.
Minella turns to Ulrich. Can you sense something?
Evil. That's about it.
Alright.
Steven,
Yeah.
you don't have to be up here, but sort of sit halfway down the stairs.
It's up to you all. If anybody starts coming up, try to let us know. Yeah. I mean, I can do that. Whatever. Honestly. Whatever you guys want.
I'm gonna make my way up to the 5th floor.
Alright. So, as you walk across the hallway, you can feel the smell of iron is so dense as you begin to traverse through the 4th floor. And it's almost like, it's probably like half an inch thick layer of blood that's kind of just trailing like down the steps as you walk up them. And you're on the 4th floor and you walk the halls. All the doors are shut. And you see make a perception check for me, actually.
Okay.
Wow.
Big dice. That is a natural 20.
Oh, cool.
Well, let's go.
Love that. Yeah, so
I mean, with a +9.
oh my god, is that a 29?
Would be the total.
All right. Yeah, so as you are finishing and you see the steps for the 5th floor, one, you can make out a sign through the Vez'ira, and it says Mage Stations 5th floor. And you also find you find it weird because you are very good at combat. You've fought your whole life. And you know that this is unnatural, right? Whatever's happened here. However, it feels very odd because at this stage, it's been several hours and the blood really still shouldn't be this wet. A lot of it should have soaked into the wood, but it's not necessarily taking how it should. And you also see there is a window, and you see something on the outside of the window through the blood that it's covered in.
What do I see, Dad?
You're not sure. It looks like it maybe could be some sort of piece of paper. You're not sure. You would have to like open the window to actually get a good look at it, because it looks like it's attached to the outside.
Is there anything magical about the window?
No. It's got like a latch on it.
Just because you got them don't mean I'm gonna fall for this booby trap.
Okay.
I'll open the window
All right.
and attempt to grab paper.
So, as you go and reach for the window, nothing happens and you open the window. And honestly, the fresh air that smacks your face is so relieving because the smell is so heavy and dense here. But you see a pristine piece of paper that looks like an envelope, and it actually looks like it has a seal on the envelope and then a seal like it's been sealed to the window, like a wax seal, so it stays there.
What does the seal on the envelope look like?
It's not necessarily a seal that you've seen before. It's like a deep dark kind of blue, but like it has these like almost veins or streaks of black that run through it, and it has like a beautiful small bird on it.
Does it resemble anything like what Orwell's thing with him?
No.
Can one of you two come to the window and look out at the city, see what kind of state it's in?
I mean, it goes
I-
over and looks.
It don't go that far.
All right. Roll a perception check.
Performance, perception. 20? Dirty
shit.
20?
Dirty 20. You take a second. You look. You listen. The city is quiet, but it doesn't feel calm. There's almost a pressure and anxiety you can feel. You don't hear screams, though. You do see a few fires, but it looks like they're minimal and mostly being put out. You don't, see anything out of the ordinary, except after you take a second and you see no one on the streets, except it looks like battered and bruised and bloodied Zokes and a few AA, minimal silver sword, maybe 1, 2 that you can see from this very like high view comparatively. And you do spot some SS members as well, walking, looking like they're trying to put things back together, checking on people, like doing what they can in this odd aftermath to kind of put things back together in rapid succession. It just feels very sullen right now. That's how I would describe it. But nothing, the chaos seems to have subsided currently.
Any of them going our way?
Not at the immediate moment. You do see a few. You looks like one Silver Sword member and maybe one Zoke and like 2 SS members that look like they're like maybe 7 blocks down, and they're like very, very slowly kind of making their way back towards this area, but they also knew this was a high danger zone, so they're taking their time and being very cautious.
And we're still just on the 4th floor, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to pocket the envelope.
All right. Take it off the
I'm
window.
gonna wait on.
I just said you take it off the
What?
window.
Yeah. Gonna wait on someone with a little more curse protection. Open that bad boy.
All right.
I'm just kidding. And I'm gonna start making my way up the stairs.
All right. As you make your way up the stairs, the Vez'ira slowly subsides, and you get the sense this area is highly protected. There are many wards abound and many sort of arcane protections. This is probably where the mages practiced their arts of the Silver Sword, where they did experiments. It's better to do it on the top floor just in case something explodes, so less people die probably. but all of the room doors here are closed. There's minimal viscera. It feels off. Like it's almost dystopian the way you had just come through this like tunnel of death and how fast it's kind of subsided when you finish climbing the stairs.
I would like to scrounge around for any sort of research or experiment. What were they doing up here?
Yeah, so you go, do you start trying to open the doors?
I don't like how you worded that, but yes.
So you
Trying?
go,
What do you mean trying?
a lot of the door handles are locked, as you go and kind of try and jiggle them. You do, as you're walking through, you probably the fourth door down about, door handle turns and it opens. And you see what looks to be a mage's workshop, some bits and bobs, some bottles, casting components. And you do see what looks like one research book that's kind of sprawled open on the desk, some sort of tome, as well as a shelf filled with a few other tomes. And there is a body in the room. However, this body is not in a state like the others. There is a rafter in the room where this body is swinging from.
Oh,
If you understand what I'm saying.
I do understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Is there anything knocked over on the ground? Like, was this self or was this other?
You have a crazy high perception. You don't. There's no current signs to indicate that this was a struggle. And there is a stool that looks like it has been moved from where it would have been under their feet.
Yeah. Sort of kneel down, say a prayer to the earth real quick. Does he have anything on him that indicates why?
Yeah, you do find, it's kind of fairly obvious. It's like sticking out of like a breast pocket that there is a piece of paper.
I will snatch the piece of paper.
You have it in your hand.
What's inside?
You open it up, and it just says, I'm so sorry. They got into my head. It was beyond difficult, and the agony, the torture, I couldn't take it anymore. And then it says, they're coming anyway, so what does it matter?
I'm going to put the note back on his body. Any of the tomes and
So there looks like to be just like a few like books on the shelf, but it looks like they're like, other than the one main tome on the desk, it looks like they are like research on bugs and like animal stuff and like types of weeds. Like it's like they're not like tomes of any. They're research books.
I'll take the one on the desk and leave the room.
Okay, you grab it. You leave the room.
Shut the door.
And you shut the door. And as you continue down the hallway, if you do so, there is one more room that's unlocked as you make your way down. It's the second to last room. And as you open the room, it's a decent sized room, and it has a large teleportation circle within it. Probably the one that Steven was telling you about. But you don't see anything in here other than the teleportation circle. And it looks like there is a small table that has 5 glasses of water and a plate that looks like it has 3 half-eaten cookies on it. And that's it.
Is there a way to know where this circle goes to?
So make a general intelligence check for me, or Arcana.
Yeah, they're the same. That is an 11.
You have no idea, but you do. While teleportation is not, the most common method of transport, as it requires, mages with fairly powerful magic, you have heard that if you have a teleportation circle, it can go anywhere, but the circles themselves can be used as landing or anchor points.
He's back.
Welcome back.
The suitcase was rather musty.
So you pop out of the suitcase, and you are in a room with a massive teleportation sigil on the floor, 5 glasses of water, 3 half-eaten cookies, and a thick smell of iron.
Welcome back. We found out where they came from. Sadly.
Well, not exactly. Not yet.
Are you trying to perform the law of equivalent exchange? What the fuck is happening here?
I just want my mom back.
Ew.
I will produce the envelope. We found this on the 4th floor, where we believe it originated from, but I don't have anybody backing me or anything, so I'm not gonna open it.
I hand it here.
I will give him the envelope.
All right.
Are we all together, by the way?
What?
We're all together, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or have you run away from us?
You didn't
No, but for some reason, when I don't know, my brain's like, wait, we're all separated. Quick.
Except for Steven, who you told to go sit on the stairs and wait for you guys. Yeah, so you, Ulysses, you get handed a pristine envelope with a wax seal on it that is like a dark shimmery blue with like veins of black going through it, and a small bird in the center.
You're going to have to repeat that. I apologize.
No, you're good. You get handed a pristine white envelope with a dark shimmery blue wax seal in the center with veins of black going through it, and a small bird in the center.
Well, with a what seal? I'm sorry.
It's a wax seal.
Wax seal? What color was it?
It's dark shimmery blue.
Dark shimmery blue.
With veins of black.
With veins of black. Okay. Got it. Okay.
On the 4th floor outside the window. The 4th floor seems to be where it originated, where the most gore and everything else is. So I believe down the hall, just a little ways, there's a guy who
Don't say the
didn't
S
value
word.
life.
Thank you. I don't want to get banned.
I'm not gonna say the S word, I'm just trying to find a way to word it.
Oh, thank you.
There's an S word?
Who didn't value life enough.
Oh,
And
that
he left
one.
a note saying he was sorry, that he they took over his mind and that they're coming. I put everything back the way it was. Already been framed for one murder. I took his tome. Also produces the book and hands it to him.
Wait, you what?
I took the book on the desk.
No, before that. And murder?
Oh, the
Are you saying
note.
in
Yeah, he
character
said,
or?
yeah. Yeah,
Who was framed for murder?
Yeah, I don't remember being framed for a murder.
You
missed the
remember the
episode?
incident in the restaurant with your doll lady?
Oh yeah. Oh,
That I kind of exploded.
he shuts up real
Yeah.
fast.
Oh yes, at not Olive Garden.
Basically, he left a note saying he was sorry that he was mind controlled. They got in his head, so he didn't value his life. I took his tome. It was on his desk. Here, you can have that too. You can make sense of it. Not exactly. No reading speed.
Also, Alessis, it looks like the battle is over. Mostly.
So yeah, we're here
Huh.
on the 5th floor.
And we also went through the corpses on the first floor.
Don't you say we?
Orville
So-
and I.
So let me get this straight.
Okay.
You didn't open this as I hold up the envelope. You didn't pass through this. Hold up the tome.
No.
And this belonged to a guy that committed Sudoku?
Yes. Except the envelope. The envelope was outside the window on the 4th floor.
And then, okay, so this was outside the window on the 4th floor.
Yes.
And how did it
I
not
think it-
fall off?
It was stuck to the. Was it stuck to the window or the wall?
It was stuck to the
It's
outside of the
stuck down
window.
my balls.
So there was a wax seal at the top of the envelope, and then a wax seal in the
Yeah.
center.
Yeah. But you see, I'm just a person, and I assume that envelope maybe could have summoned these things, so I'm not gonna open it. You know, I got an angel and a dead guy, both seemingly protected by something, so I don't want to open it. Just in case it tries to take my soul.
I appreciate your assumptions.
Who's the angel?
That guy with the
Joseph.
halo?
I look behind myself.
Guy with the halo?
It's Joseph, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He's gone to be an angel. Anyways,
Angel's crazy.
I thought he was a
Anyways,
bird.
I assume we don't
He
have a
flies,
lot
angel
of
flies.
time before people start moseying on back here. Can you tell where this teleporter went? Just in case evil people went through it. Not too
don't
familiar
have
in
it.
the magical arts.
I don't have a tracking-based spell for it, but I could certainly do my best to maybe see. I'm gonna go and inspect the circle and the reagents that were used for it.
Yeah, me
And
and
is it okay if I consult the one daemon book that I have, the demon book that I have, to see whether or not maybe it correlates?
First
into
of all,
that?
yeah.
First of all, what the hell was Sugachits doing here?
What?
Ash.
You turned
Why
into
did you sound like-
for a second.
Oh no, I was sorry. I was just talking. No, that wasn't. No, sorry.
The voices come to the front
sorry,
sometimes.
sorry. The voices. You know, there's so many.
Just instant attacker.
I accept my
Derail.
DM as damaged as she is.
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check.
With advantage, sugar. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry. I'm done.
I too am
what's
about to
wrong, huh?
commit Sudoku. All right, I'm gonna go and roll that with advantage. Oh yeah, I'll roll the pink die with it too.
Well, thank God for that. So that would be a 19, because I rolled a 7 for one and a 13 for the other.
Okay. So with the 19, teleportation magic is fairly rare. One, because there are certain populations, the most populated of populations, that are almost entirely restricted from higher magics in this world. So the people that do and perform high-level magic are even more sought after and rare. And this circle... Sorry. We're back in the zone. This circle does not have a particular destination, but it is used as a specific anchor point to any teleportation circles, or another location that the person casting the teleportation spell knows. You would gather, using the daemon book that you have, none of this, there are circles in there specifically that do link back to the abyssal planes, but this does not resemble any of those. While with a 19 you gather, it may be possible, it would be far unlikely for that many demons to come in through this lone circle. However, it would be possible for a few elite, strong, individuals to come through this circle. So you're not sure exactly like where it leads, because it really could lead anywhere. It just depends on the destination of whoever is casting the spell. But this having the circle here makes it easier for anyone that knows about it from another location to get back to this point. They can be like, go here, and there won't be an issue because this circle exists. So that's kind of what you gather. Yeah.
Does the circle bear any resemblance to one of two locations coming to mind? Mm-hmm. The one stone that just murders whatever the fuck goes into its radius. That was outside of town.
Yeah.
Or does it have a resemblance towards the kind of summoning area, like the summoning ritual that took place where the Pale Lady revealed herself to us for the first time?
It does not. Like, very, very different kinds of magic, in all honesty. Like, you can tell that this is like a day-to-day use teleportation circle for the Silver Sword. However, I mean, you're a smart guy. Realistically, if there were some bad actors, they could have used this to make it easier for more bad actors to get in. It wouldn't have been a lot, but they would have been able to get in a few.
Okay. And did you confirm whether or not the stone that was outside of town, whether or not that could be something like with the stuff that was on that, whether or not that is similar to what we were looking at here?
So that's not similar, but you did gather that there were multiple stones going like in a direction, because there was some sort of like circle being formed, but and it was siphoning life, like it was more draining energy and life force, where this is like just transportation.
With teleportation circles, what states of matter can teleport through it? And taking into account magic, can it also just teleport magic through it? Not just a person or an object, but magic. I'll give you the reasoning as to why like I'm going into this route of thinking. I'm wondering whether based off of how the circle is set up, the like because when you said that there's the like bottles of water that are around it, I'm wondering whether or not the bottles of water correlate towards the stones that are outside. That like we were able to see because you said that like they're kind of forming a circle. And I'm wondering whether or not that would correlate to here, and anything that kills powers this circle, which allows people to be able to use it to teleport in. So those are siphoning life and acting as generators to allow this circle to be able to activate whenever somebody calls upon it to teleport here, aka the person that made it.
Okay, so no, the teleportation circle itself can only teleport a creature and whatever they're wearing. It can't just like teleport magic. Like, so the kind of magic you were seeing in those rocks is very different. Like, this is specifically a permanent circle in this location that the guild like uses. That's not, to your current knowledge, based on your role, it's not connected to anything else other than being here and being like a permanent source of where others can teleport back to. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for the raid! Thank you! I hope your stream was good!
Readers! Hi!
Thank you for the Nana raid!
That's so nice.
Noah, she was playing a horror game.
That's so nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to know whether or not it was whether or not like those stones were providing this one power, which would allow more people to potentially come through, or maybe like this, like after it is used, has to slowly regain power. So anything that goes near those stones, maybe like those still acting as potential batteries to just fuel this to allow more teleportations to take place.
No, yeah, definitely not.
Okay. I figured I would ask because it's like they're killing random shit. Like that's what the stones are doing.
Yeah.
So it's like honestly, just if you're waiting like a month, how many birds and squirrels fucking died to those stones to potentially allow like, hey, here's a level 18 person coming through this portal.
Yeah.
So it's like I didn't know whether or not like it would correlate in that fashion, but thankfully that's not the case. Unfortunately, I have no more information involving that damn stone, but I at least know a little bit more about this circle.
You can always go back to the stone.
If I go back to the stone, I'm gonna want to touch it, and I'm not gonna touch that fucking stone.
It's just a teleporter. It'll just take you to a funny place.
Yeah.
Hey God, can you touch the stone? And tell me what happened.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Thank you for the gifty. Anyway, okay. Aww. Thank you.
Thank you for raiding my little girl.
So, you don't. Yeah. Do you have any other like questions regarding the sigil, the circle?
What would happen if I broke the circle?
You can certainly try, but to your knowledge, it would just become like dysfunctional and harder to use. But you do know it's not the easiest thing to break.
Okay, follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy to break. But if the person is not present, or if they're dead, how easy would it be for me to, well, not even easy, just like, would I be able to, at my current level, with my current level of expertise, be able to wrench
control from the prior person and have it to where this portal is keyed to me as opposed to them?
No. So
Okay.
this. Okay, how should I describe this? This is a permanent casting of teleportation circle in this location. It is only keyed to this location, and anyone that knows of this portal's existence and knows the actual runes of this portal can use it. So anyone that knows teleportation circle can transport here if they just know what this sigil looks like. It doesn't belong to an individual anymore. It belongs to the space because it is a permanent remnant of the space.
What is the circle written in?
The circle is it's written in what looks to be Old or Elvish.
Okay. What so like is it carved in the ground? Is it like chalk that was used for it?
So it looks it almost looks like paint, but it looks like what once may have been chalk has been almost seared into the ground as like a permanent affixture.
It's older Elvish, which means I can read it. I can read anything. Because my eyes. I kind of want to sabotage anybody else's chances of using this portal.
So
There was a chance this portal was the one who was letting people out of the
yeah,
boat.
Stephen also did say that that is how the people that were injured and didn't die did escape.
But I don't want it to where if they were followed to this portal by bad people, that they managed to go and figure out that, oh, I can use this portal, and they're reading it incorrectly.
Yeah, I mean, you can certainly try.
Because you said it looks charred in.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do... Is there like, this place was ransacked, like, you know, outside was ransacked. Can I just, you know, find something that's a little set on fire and kind of make my own adjustments to it and try to have it to where it still works as ancient Elvish?
I'll be honest with you, there's nothing on fire currently. The hallway you're in on the 5th floor is currently pretty clean, and 90% of the doors are locked.
I will be right back. And I'm going to head downstairs towards the kitchen.
Okay, so because you missed this description earlier, I will briefly describe this for you.
Okay.
As you go down the stairs to the 4th floor, there's an unnatural amount of blood and viscera. There is like flesh smeared on the walls. The blood is thick and dripping. It's almost like a ½ inch of blood on the floor, and it's still wet and dripping. It's should have soaked into the wood grain by now. It's unnatural. And the scent is so heavy. It's like you can smell it even with no nose. You can just feel it. And you go down to the 3rd floor, and it's a very similar scope. However, it is a little bit lighter comparatively to the 4th floor, but it's just a strange juxtaposition going from the 5th floor being mostly clean than to that being the 4th floor. And then the 3rd floor and then the 2nd floor is not living quarters. It's mostly office space. And and there's still like blood and stuff, but it's kind of similar to how the first floor atrium was.
All right. Grody. Yeah, I'm still gonna go and head straight to the kitchen
Okay,
because
yeah,
I
go to
want
the
to go. I want to go and start just a quick fire. Get get a sharp implement and
you can do that.
wrap it in some cloth. I have like a little hammer on me, so I could just use that because I kind of want it to where like I'm carving into the ground a bit, but also charring it with like the burning fabric at the end. So then I can change the words, at least how they look. So then the next person that sees this circle is going to read it incorrectly, and hopefully it sabotages their chances of trying to use the portal. Meanwhile, everybody else that has been aware of this portal can still use it because they know that it's the true one that they had before.
That's smart.
Yeah, make a... Alright, I'm gonna be real. I understand what you're trying to do. I'm totally down for it. This is a difficult thing to attempt to very adept mages who understand this magic. So I am going to need you to make a sleight of hand check and an arcana check. The difficulty for the sleight of hand check is 15, and the difficulty for the arcana check is 17. I'm being straight up. I'll tell you what it is, because this is very hard, and you need to pass both of those in order for you to feel 100% sound and complete that you have done this very well.
Okay. So I go and get my one feature ready as a just in case. Where is it? It's my racial feature. Knowledge from past life. I'll go and keep that ready. Alright. Gonna start with the sleight of hand check. I have a base +3 in that. And you said the DC was 16?
15 for sleight of hand.
50. Alright, first one. Okay, let's see. Total of 8. So even if I did use knowledge from a past life and rolled max, that would be a 14. It would still not make it. Still want me to roll the second one?
Yeah.
Okay. So...
This one's DC 17.
Alright, I have a base +6 in this.
Alright.
Oh, that's an 18.
Okay. So, while you don't feel you did the best job, and if someone really looks at this, they could tell, if someone just runs in here and does a very quick glance, you know, you feel that you may have potentially foiled some plans.
Okay. That works for me.
Alright.
It really sucks. What would I have gotten? Let's see. For the first one. That would have been a +5 to that, so it would have been a 13. Still wouldn't have been enough anyway, but...
Oh.
Ulysses, this next time you need a fire or something, just ask.
I just wanted to test something. That's all.
Yeah, but I got a tinderbox, so...
I just wasn't thinking about that at the time. I'm not allowed to directly intervene, but I'm allowed to do this, at least. I'm sorry.
Oh, by the way, we found some stuff on the seats downstairs. We need you to look at too.
Oh yeah.
Are you guys still doing this? Like, so you guys are having this
Can we
conversation?
not do this on this floor?
Oh, not now. I was just my brain ain't working, so just so he knew.
Oh yeah, I
Well,
forgot
then-
that ring not going.
Stephen just watches him walk down the stairs and back up.
Yeah, Steven was like, "Oh, welcome back from your briefcase," and just
I was gone for a brief moment. I have to go back upstairs.
okay, have fun.
You too. Bye-bye.
Oh,
I would like to start making my way down to Stephen.
yeah, you.
I will leave y'all to do what y'all want to do.
Yeah. You start making your way down the steps towards Stephen Silverquill. And it looks like he is just sitting on the steps between the first floor and the second floor, on a clean spot that he's found. Just kind of looks like he's just journaling, writing some stuff down, kind of keeping an eye out, like leaning against the steps so he can see the door, you know. Hey, how'd it go?
Stephen, while I
Yeah.
was up there, I looked through the window and it looks like the fighting is starting to dwindle, so
Oh, that's good.
hopefully no
mean-
more. No.
That's what that's what the big boys said on through the sending stone, so. Do you guys have your AA
What's the-
sending stones, though?
No, what is that?
Oh, they're really handy. They're, like, great for long-distance communication. When you get to, like, a certain rank, usually the guild will gift you one once you reach like a reasonable status. But you guys are pretty new, so if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we are just rank 2, I think.
Oh yeah, I
Oh, we
think
are-
you
really new.
I think you need one
think you
more
met-
and then you'll get it.
Yeah, I think you met us on our second day.
Really? Oh wow. Oh man. Lucky me. Guess I'm getting in with the cool kids. Well, they're not that cool yet, but they're still. I'm sorry. That was bad. I'm sorry. I tried really hard.
That's okay, Stephen. I was
Okay.
going to say we were the
Wow.
lucky ones. We met you, aka the cool kid.
Yeah, there we go. I appreciate it. Most people don't like me around here, so.
I really like you, and I really like that you're ready to see that we are not just a guild. You see us as people, and that we can help each other out.
Oh yeah, like
Uh,
the guild's just the machine, but the machine don't work without the people running it. So
that's true, and claps his back and shoulder. Now, let's go downstairs.
all right. So what'd you guys find? Anything helpful, useful?
Not
Looks
really, just
sad.
about the same things you said.
Okay.
So we didn't find much.
All right.
Yeah.
Just a lot of blood and gore.
Love that. Love that. I don't think I'm ever gonna Bloody Mary used to be my go-to drink. I don't think I'm ever gonna order that again. Okay, well, maybe unbloody the Mary. Anyway,
I got jokes. I like this guy.
sorry, gotta keep up the mood somehow. It's, yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, you guys need.
Honestly, what you have done so far in this fight and what you did in the last fight, I would be proud to call you a friend.
Proud to call you guys, you guys friends. I mean, except for you, Avril. Nothing against you. I've only met you once, but like next time I see you, we'll be like super tight buddies. Just gotta see them twice, and then they're friends. That's like the friendship rule.
You know what? I fuck with it. I hope I hang out again.
All right, yeah.
But this time I want to go in for like a bro, like,
Yo, dap him up.
you tap him up, yeah.
Yeah,
Get the word for it.
Yeah.
Get the word.
He gives you like the hardest dap up. Like it's like he has
Okay.
done it before, but never well. So it's like like a very hard like dap, and then like goes in for the hug part. But it's just like it's like overly aggressive, not on purpose, but it's just like whoa, that's a lot,
I take 1 damage.
Uh,
Hell yeah, brother. Let's go.
yeah, but all right. Where are you guys? Are you going back to your guild house, or what are you doing?
I kind of look around to everyone else. I think I'm gonna keep pushing on to see what's where else we can help.
All right. I mean, yeah, I should probably go check the other
Oh,
halls. See if, yeah.
Before you go, are you the only one here cleaning things up?
To my knowledge, I was just gonna go check the other halls, but in this building, to my knowledge.
Okay. Just make sure you get a rest. Heavy shit, you know.
Yeah. It's part of the job, I guess. Sorta, not really, but also a little bit. So, yeah, get used to it. I will, eventually.
I
But
hope
you
you never get used to murder and death.
Yeah, don't get useless.
Okay, all right. I mean, look, maybe not get used to it, but like, I think you at least have to literally become a little desensitized to be able to process this and live somewhat of like a normal life again, because I understand I signed up for a dangerous, violent job, but like, this is a little intense, and I'm almost okay with becoming a little desensitized because of like how intense this is, so I can like live sort of normal, you know?
That's fair.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
But
It's only a job that over that when he taps him on the shoulder again and starts back up a little bit.
thanks. All right. Well, I'm gonna go check the other buildings. You can stay here, I guess. I don't know. People are probably gonna start coming back soonish. So up to you.
Yeah.
I'm sure your guild wants to probably make sure you're all right. So. All
Yeah,
right.
we're leaving. But I hope we see you again soon.
Oh, for sure.
In better circumstances.
Yeah. Maybe we can grab a drink sometime. Not under these, but yeah, you guys know where to find me for the most part. I'm here. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be at a bar. You'll see me.
All right. Have a good one. Bye, guys. And he kind of walks out the door just a little bit ahead of you guys. So what are y'all doing?
Feel bad for Steven.
I don't. He's hiding something. That fucker took all the gold.
Depression, probably.
There's
He's a
literally
recurring character. You can't trust him.
That fucker took all the gold from
There-
his dead comrades.
okay. There's literally a sign that says silver, like, or it says SS, like guild vault or member vault.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I meant to tell Ulysses about that. There's a vault on the second floor.
Oh yeah,
It's a vault, you say?
I think it's worth
Yeah.
checking out. I mean, if we want to.
I should have told.
Not saying.
I will
If
say,
you want, I will stand guard.
Manila, when you looked out the window, those guards were probably about 7 blocks away, and you have spent a good amount of time. So while they were moving slowly, you probably have about 3 to 5 minutes before those people get back here, if no one else is in front of them.
Guys, I think it's best that we leave. I don't want the Silver Sword to find us here.
Are they gonna hurt us?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
They don't like us.
The
You're not
guilds,
even AA.
yeah, don't like each other.
I mean, if
So
y'all wanna. Okay.
So we were really lucky with who was here.
They were really
I
lucky
mean-
that it was us.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
y'all
but
like.
remember the whole territories thing we had to deal with the monkey?
What?
Yes, with the Balgura.
Yeah. Kinda don't want to get into that again.
I agree with Manila. We should leave.
Well, let's hop
right.
to it and skip.
Oh, by the way, and I take off my Spellbringer again and hand it over to Ulysses with the both rings. To Ulysses, I want to check those out when we get the chance.
Yes, I could check these out.
Yeah, but let's wait till we are not in here.
Yeah, when I get the chance. Was it skedaddle?
All right. So
We'll reconvene in my briefcase later.
What? We can offer it.
Yes?
Set up 4-bedroom?
No. It's a flat.
So you all exit the Silver Sword Guild House, and as you're walking down the street, you gather just in time. As you see a few people walking back to that area. However, there is, if they are not a uniformed patrol and have like visibly active like guild member or Zoke status, there is no one else on the street. No one. You see maybe one or two other individuals that are maybe not a part of the guilds, the big guilds at least, but are very hardened adventurers. And other than that, no one. And people that don't recognize you, say if they're part of the SS or Zokes you haven't seen, unless you have your like AA coin kind of displayed somewhere, they're looking at you a little bit funky. Nothing crazy. They're not in the mood to deal with rapscallions at the moment, but definitely drawing a little bit of attention, even if it's not on purpose.
I have my AA on my shirt, so.
Okay. All right. Then you're gonna get some less looks.
Can I cast wait, what's it called? Disguise self to what I'm wearing, but with a pin, an AA pin.
Sure. Yeah, I would allow that. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
All right.
So where
Just
you
have
guys?
your wings be two giant A's.
I don't know what it looks like. It just says AA on my shirt.
You know, I could just hold my token up in front of your face, and you can figure it out.
Yeah, you could also look at Manila because hers is on her shirt.
Okay, then yeah, do that instead.
Okay.
I don't have this shit.
So where are you guys heading?
Steven's heading to
Hello?
other guild houses, right?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we should. I don't know. Should we go back and talk to our guild, or should we just leave?
I gave the warning that I wanted to give, and I provided some level of security for them. That's the most that I feel as if I can do.
I was talking about going back to our guild. Should we leave the town now?
What would we do if we were to head back to our guild?
Get a
Maybe
promotion and get one of those stones.
an information.
Then let's do that, then.
Okay.
We need to gather some information about what happened, I think.
I feel as if we're all in agreement. Let's head back to AA.
Yeah.
Maybe get some things before we leave.
So, you all make your way back to the AA Guild House. It is still fairly early in the morning because when you all awoke, it was like not even like ass crack, like inside asshole of dawn, right? So it was
I'm stinky in here.
it was probably like 4:30 to like 5 a.m. So at this point, it's maybe 7 a.m. After all, like the short rest and like the exploring of the Silver Sword and your battle and making your way there and making your way back. And you do make your way back to the guild house, and the doors are, they are ajar. They're not closed or locked. And as you open them, you see quite a few commoners in here, some merchants. You see a good amount of AA members. It looks like they're actually patching people up. You don't see Sugar Tits at the bar, but you do see what looks to be a buff human woman, with like jet black curly hair and like deep purple eyes, who is kind of helping and serving food to people and drinks. And it looks like the AA at this immediate moment, this is probably the most professional you have ever seen them be. They are calm and prepared and genuinely, like, this is a moment of them caring for, like, truly caring for the people of the city. And they're doing their best to provide to those who are injured and wounded and to those in need after something horrific happened, no matter what their feelings are or how they're doing inside. So, what would you like to do? It is packed in here, by the way. It's packed. This is the busiest you've seen this place.
I haven't been here yet.
What?
I haven't been here yet before, right?
No, you were here. This is where you were tortured,
Okay.
and this is where you met Sugar Tits.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
your little
okay.
girlfriend.
Oh, no.
Here, this is where
torture.
you had sex with the skeleton.
Yeah.
No. I walk off.
You can't keep denying our unrequited love,
It's
Avro.
not true. This is worse than the torture. This is worse than the torture.
Denial is ugly on you, dear.
Kind of puts his head down and keeps walking.
He's so cute when he's embarrassed.
To myself, I just want to say, like, I really hope this is a throw-up ring so I can make him throw up later.
Ninella would go over to anybody who looks like they are in charge.
Yeah, you see, it looks like two individuals. One looks to be a little bit lower ranking, probably a sergeant, and then the other one, a lieutenant. The sergeant addresses you first. It's a dwarven, it's like a dwarven man, like short, scruffy hair, surprisingly, no beard, slightly pointed ears, but very much dwarven for the most part. Yeah, can I, how can I help you? Do you need, what do you need? You are, oh, okay, I see, rank 2. I don't think we've met yet. My name is Jakain. Most people just call me Jack. But what, do you need direction? Do you need assistance? I can point you to an aid station if you would like to help. If you're injured yourself, let me know. What do you need? What do you need?
Wow. Is the bus home?
Which boss?
Indeed, what was her name? Ulysses,
Yes?
what is the boss lady's name? You know how I'm bad at names.
Oh, I'm well aware. It's all right. Let me just go and pull up her bullshit. Zeta.
Vesohag.
Unfortunately, Zeta is not in at the moment. She is currently dealing with the tremendous losses suffered by the city as well as the Silver Sword, as there is a large council meeting happening at the moment. I am Sergeant Jaquin, or just Jack, and this is Lieutenant Lucille, and you see a taller woman with light blue skin, and like it looks like kind of this like weirdly dark brown hair with kind of like streaks of green at the bottom. She doesn't really say anything, but she addresses you all. She like nods and makes her presence known. But we are currently in charge. How may we help you? What do you need? We are trying to get everyone to be as calm and the situation best sorted as possible. You all don't seem too injured, but if you are, please let us know.
We found out how they got in.
He's just like, you see, like, you say this with a straight face. And it's truly, it's almost as if he's like dumbfounded, because this, member of the guild that he's never met, that is low ranking, comes up to him in this emergency situation and deadpans, makes this bold claim to him. Please come with me for a moment. If you all have time to speak in my office, that would be lovely. Is that acceptable?
Sure.
Yes.
He walks up the stairs. This office is about like 3 rooms down from Zeta's. He opens the door, gestures for all of you to go in. This office is much smaller, but he has like 5 just wooden chairs that are kind of strewn across the office for people to sit in. All of them actually look surprisingly more comfortable than his own chair, which looks pretty shitty. But he sits down behind his desk. So, tell me what you know.
They came in through the Silver Sword.
How? How did they come in through?
How familiar are you with teleportation magic?
I mean, I'm no mage myself, but I'm familiar with it enough because it is commonly used by the guilds. I know what it does. I know how it works.
So, would you say that the AA would also have a teleportation circle?
Potentially.
Well, that back door goes both ways. We were at a Silver Sword location, and we saw that portal. And apparently anybody that is aware of that portal and is able to use teleportation magic can just go to it, willy-nilly.
They would have had to...
Infiltrate already.
Like in your mind?
You see like as he's putting the pieces together in his head, but you all clearly have the pieces. He's like, slowly, like, just saying less and less and just, like, sitting and, like, listening and, like, kind of coming to terms with, like, okay, maybe I should just shut up and listen right now.
This is a huge safety concern. What's even worse is if one person was controlled, how many others were controlled that were leading citizens out?
So, how do you know this? Did you go into the SS Guild Hall?
We were trying to save people. We found a survivor. At least until...
In the main building.
Yes, in the main building. Stephen Silverquill is his name.
Oh, love that guy.
He seems to be everyone's favorite. What the fuck?
Well, he's a cool guy.
Well, he's very nice. I like the kid. It's just, why does everybody know him?
I mean,
He's chatty, he's fun.
he also doesn't, he doesn't have that, like, that a lot of, like, SS people have. He's not stuck up. So,
The
like,
stick
he'll
up his
actually...
ass?
Yeah, he'll actually talk to us, So, like, when there's only one or two people you can get to know from the SS, because they'll talk to you, you're probably going to get to know those people. Makes sense. Anyway, so, you were in the guild house. So you say that someone had their mind corrupted?
Yes, we left the body where it was. It's still hanging.
Oh, wow. All right. Okay. So, I mean, that's really bad. Clearly, I will be honest with you. Teleportation circles, they're not on a need-to-know basis, but you do have to be of rank 7 or higher to have general access, or to be able to use, or to be granted general knowledge of them. And that's true of every guild. It's for that purpose, to make sure that they are protected and safe. So, if what you're saying to me is true, and I have no reason to not believe you, which I mean I don't, then that presents a big issue with the infrastructure of the SS, but also potentially even here. Yeah, all of them. Not even just the big three.
The big issue on top of that is we're rank 2, and we were able to find this one. In a ransacked hall, yes, but we were able to find it. That's a problem. Because even if the person wasn't controlled, a big enough distraction, like, I don't know, a Bulgura, making it into the Sally, is enough to draw some attention away. Or maybe just demons ransacking the fucking place, allowing for movement to go unnoticed.
Fuck. And you see he's like...
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
We suspect there's still demons in the town. Some high levels. I'm sorry to give you all this bad news, but...
We want you prepared.
Honestly, it's not bad news. If anything, it's fucking phenomenal news, because knowledge is power, right? Okay, so all right, this is a problem, and I think it has to be dealt with. immediately, and as quick as possible. How long? Yeah, so can I have all of your names, please? And that would be great.
I can enunciate my name, but I will not give my name just for clarification purposes. Because my name is Ulysses Brand.
Thank you.
Manila Watson.
Okay.
I'm not with them right now, am I? I'm with him.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of another thing. This dude, he'd like to join the AA. He's a capable fighter, and helped us a lot.
Well, are you with them, Avril?
I think I walked over to the counter, I think, after the jokes.
Okay, yeah, you don't have to be with them if you don't want to be.
I can just walk over.
Well, they're in a closed
called over.
office right now.
Yeah,
They're-
we're
Oh.
yeah. So, like, you would have seen them if you walked over. You would have seen them, like, begin to leave and walk away.
Okay, yeah, then I'll walk in right as this is going on then.
Okay. Alaric, are you with them?
Yeah, just kind of hanging back.
Okay. All right, so your name as well in the back.
It's Alaric,
All right.
nothing else.
And then, Avril, do you try and open the door?
Yeah, I try to jiggle the handle.
It's locked.
Ah, fuck.
Still,
Just kinda-
you guys watch as Jakil stands up immediately and, like, hand on sheath. Who's there? Announce yourself.
Mr. Iron, sir.
Oh, he's with us.
All right. My apologies. I'm just a little jumpy. So,
Well, he's Alyssa's girlfriend, boyfriend, some kind of friend.
all right.
We're
Choose not to hear that.
besties.
Lovers.
The door unlocks and you can walk in.
But they told you it's not true.
What, that you and I have an intimate acquaintanceship?
Yes.
Yes, that is true.
Anyway, your name, you said Mr. Iron, your first name?
Over.
All right, overall. Okay. I do not have the any sort of authority for promotion. I'm going to run this up the chain immediately with my strong recommendations for all of your immediate promotion, and I personally would like to
Also, I think a good idea would get some mages over to SS to check out the magic,
okay.
see what's going on.
Okay.
Because the hall was covered in bodies, so you couldn't even see the wood.
All right.
It was
So,
really disturbing.
I will be writing all of this down.
Sergeant, what rank are you?
Me?
Yes,
14.
14.
I
Just wanted to know.
yeah, of course. No problem.
And what about Lucille? Just want to know that as well.
18?
How many ranks are there?
45?
Very many.
Did you say, what, 25?
45.
Yeah.
The only person at 45 is Zeta. Generally after about 25, then really you start jumping by like 5, but they just like to have a lot of ranks. So really, in reality, it's 25, and then plus like the 5 people above 25. Gonna be honest, it's 25 plus like 5 people, but there's no like actual cap, but it's just kind of like the deeds that you do, and it keeps accumulating and that kind of thing. But I am going to personally talk to Lucille about this, and I'm not going to send this up the proper chain of command. I will be frank with you. I am going to send this through the chain of command to the people that I trust the most with this information.
Thank you.
Of course, and I will also discuss your promotion, and I would personally like to keep all of you on this investigation, as I will be honest, you all have presented information that no one has come forth presenting. Also, as only rank 2 is incredibly impressive, and I am happy that you all are a part of the AA, and I will try and remedy this as fast as possible. So thank you so much for your time, and if you have anything else or any other needs or concerns, please just let me know at any time. Oh, also, I know you are not rank 3 yet, but I'll make sure you're at minimum at least rank 3 after this. But here opens like it's like a secret compartment, like puts his hand on the wall, like pushes something, it opens, grabs something out of it, pushes it closed. I do not have enough currently at the moment with the state of things to give each of you one, but I'm hoping that you all seem to work as a unit, so I have one for your unit. Here is a sending stone. This is connected to Zeta's as well as the Admiral's. Mine personally, as well as Lucille's. It is not connected to the other sergeants or lieutenants, but it is just those people, so you can receive messages from any of us or send to any of those people. But yes, how... Is there anything else?
If it, I know many people here has hurt and need help and healing and stuff like that. But is it okay if we just grab some food and go up to one of our rooms and chat about what we have discovered?
Yeah, of course. You all have done more than enough service. Please take your time, do what you need to. Get some rest.
Thank you.
Of course. And kind of like sees you out, follows you downstairs, so he goes back to Lucille, and kind of just helping.
Elizabeth, you have the sending stone.
Oh, I get it.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been handed so much shit today. You get inside your briefcase once, and then everybody's like, Merry Christmas, and they give you everything.
Yeah. Alright, what about I get some food first and we meet at one of our rooms and talk?
Sounds fine by me.
Good with
Liz
me.
is sorry, do you eat?
Huh?
Do you eat?
I can. It doesn't do much for me, but I can.
Okay. Give me a second and I will get some food and let's meet in your room, Ulysses.
Alright, I'll have it prepared for company, as sparse as it is.
We have a few breadsticks left in that Olive Garden, if you want them.
Oh,
You
you're
have
going to
what?
You're going to share breadsticks with me?
I have a few.
Sharing your bridge.
Takes my head and goes over to the bar to order some foods.
How may I help you?
Food for 4.
Yeah, understood. Do you want just any food or you want a specific order?
Just anything, some fruit and stuff like that.
Okay. 2 minutes. Be out in 2 minutes for you. Turns around, goes. In literally like 2 minutes on the dot, like 4 plates of food. They all have like what looks like some sort of like baked potato that has like kind of ground meat mashed into it, as well as with like gravy on it. And what looks like they each have like a fruit bowl. Here, this okay?
Yes, thank you.
No problem.
Grabs it and goes up to Alyssa's room.
All right, so all of you meet in Ulysses' room.
Sugar Tits isn't here, right? Or we have
You don't see her anywhere.
no signs.
No signs.
I just want to see if ask the counter person that they've seen her recently.
Looks around, kind of like puts up like their hands and shoulders and like does like I don't know, and then like gives you a wink and then goes back to work. Like doesn't even say a word, but it's just like shoulder shrug, wink, turns around, keeps working.
He's fucking dead.
You,
I go upstairs with them.
you can keep telling yourself that, bud. You can.
Wait, what?
You can keep telling yourself that. That's fine. Just accept that
she's
you
dead?
that you got stood up. I mean, believe whatever lie you have to tell yourself. It makes you feel better.
I mean, the circumstances, you know. There is like, you know, a raid in the city.
Oh, well.
Sugar Tits doesn't die that easy. She's made of
That's what I know.
drugs.
Yeah, just so you know, she has a canny ability to shapeshift as she pleases.
I look back over to the person at the front counter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now you're piecing it together. Good job.
I'm gonna leave a note on the counter with a. I don't have any money. Fuck. I'll leave the.
Gonna leave a note with money? What do you think she is?
Yeah, that sounds.
I'll
That's
leave
really.
the rent. Oh, for a weight. I'm not gonna leave a wet mug on top of a piece of paper.
Meet me in my room at 18. Here's 5 gold.
No, I'll say talk to you later, and then.
So why would you need the money with it? You can just leave the note. If they care, then they don't need the money. There you go.
All right, fine. That was God. I scribbled the note. And
You leave the fucking note. It's not rocket science, dipshit. Just fucking write. Put your feelings on that.
God. All right,
Pay for the
I'll talk
drink.
to you later. Hope you're okay. And I put the note down and walk away.
Okay. You walk
God,
away.
you're fucking useless.
You don't see anyone pick up the note, but you turn around like 30 seconds later and the note's gone. So you hope she got it.
Okay. I should walk to Ulysses' room.
All right, and you all go up to Ulysses' room. Ulysses' room time. So you close the door. What are you doing?
Okay, you.
Shows him all the stuff we have gathered.
Yeah, you grab the
clank, clank,
hodgepodge
clank.
of shit. You goddamn kleptomaniacs.
Well, we just grabbed what we thought could be useful and maybe magical.
And I am very proud of each and every one of you for doing this.
Yeah, we tried our best now that you were gone.
I know I'm going to do the magical eye thing.
Yeah.
Get magic eyes.
Oh boy.
Looks at him with my burning eyes.
I don't know how a skeleton eyes are supposed to look.
Stares in abject disbelief.
Listen, man. We have a blind person who can walk around just fine. We have a bird man, and we have me, and a talking sword that craves bloodlust. I don't know what's normal or not.
How little of a burden it must be to have nothing in between those ears. When you walk, it must whistle.
Wait, how is she blinded?
Huh?
I'm sick of
I mean, I assumed the blindfold and the. Did I see his
Did you now?
scar his eyes when he took off his blindfold?
I don't know. Did you?
Ulysses,
I mean, I was there, but my mic was muted, so I'm okay for our retcon if.
Um,
No, Minella saw it.
yeah, Manila
Okay.
saw it, so I don't know. Alaric, would you have like
I'm gonna say
purposefully kept it from him?
Not really, but unless he was like either where Manila was or behind the bar, he wouldn't have.
He was behind the
I was
bar.
making drinks.
Then he would have saw it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I assumed with his situation he was blind.
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
But yeah, you see where I'm coming from with the whole didn't know you had met a guys thing. Anyway, he kind of scratches the back of his head. So about those items.
Yes, yes. I will proceed to divine them as I see fit. I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Over all the items?
Yep, just looking over the items.
All right. So the items that are magical are the 2 rings, the rapier, which you knew was magical, the pouch, the set of studded leather armor, as well as the scale mail, and then the vials.
Alright, we have 2 rings, a rapier, the pouch, studded leather, and scale mail, and then all of these vials here. All of that is magical. And let's see, what schools of magic applies to each?
Oh my god. All right. You're gonna have to
It
give me a
does state
second.
if any. It does state if any, so then you don't have to burden yourself with like abjuration. Yeah, you don't have to worry too
Look,
much about that.
I know what the items are. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to look up these schools of magic with y'all. I'll be real. All right. Let's see. I don't know that. That one might have one. The ring, one of the rings is enchantment based. The other one looks like it's more evocation based. Maybe. Alright. One of them looks like the rapier doesn't necessarily have a school of magic. Let's see. Both armors are abjuration based, and the pouch does not really have a school of magic. Maybe conjuration. Maybe conjuration.
Okay.
And the vials?
Oh, I'll be honest. The red ones, 2 of them are potions of healing, and the other 2 are greater potions of healing. And The blue vial looks like it has a transmutation school. You guys have seen potions of healings before. Now that you have time to sit down and look at them, like, I'm just gonna tell you that that's what it is. You've had enough of them that you're like, oh, I know what this is. It's clearly this thing.
Huh. Alright. Well, there we go. Now, I can't identify any of this, but this is what I have so far. Now, I can see if I can derive anything from them. Enchantments sometimes have markings on them that might dictate what they can do, but how people do enchantments is finicky. Sometimes it's just an incantation that's permanently on it. So somebody yelled at it or something, and it just decided to stick.
I'd love to know more about the rings, if you could.
Well, we can go and inspect a lot of this, see if there's any writing on them, and maybe I can figure out what they can do, and then we'll go from there. Is that alright?
Yeah, if you need help, let me know.
Alright. In terms of these rings, I'm gonna be taking a closer look at them, seeing whether or not, seeing whether or not, like, there's any writing on them, if there's physical, enchantments on them that are via writing or pictoglyphs, for me to maybe derive, what actual enchantment is upon it, so then I can better identify the item without casting the spell, because I don't have the spell identify.
Yeah. I would say, so the ram's head ring doesn't have writing on it, but it does have, kind of, like, triangular markings all around the ring. I'll put a picture if you want to see that thing. Where's the picture? Where is the thing? Here's the thing. Why didn't it copy the image, you bitch? Hold on, guys. No. I know, so lame. I'm opening wrong things. Okay, I got this. I'm a professional. Anyway, but there's no writing on at least the ram one. You do see on the inside of the other ring that there do look to be some carvings, but not actual, what's the word? They're not like runes or magical. You see they're very like rough carvings, and it looks like on the inside it says, I promised you I would never lie again. This is the ram one, except the one you guys have is gold. It's not silver.
Okay, that's the ram ring. The ram ring is the evocation one, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
And the other one is enchantment based. Okay.
You probably gather based. You have a high intelligence, and it has something to do with lying. Probably based on the inscription, knowing it's magical.
I'm pretty sure it's Zone of Truth.
So.
That's what I'm thinking. I think the first one is probably like a bull rush style ring where like you can charge because it's a ram. And the triangular markings are just initializing stability, so maybe even like being able to have you stabilize in place if something were to knock you over, but I'm pretty sure it's just outright you charge ahead. In the I promise you I will never lie again is
potentially Zone of Truth. That one makes the most sense to me. So
Yeah. I mean, who knows? You guys gotta put them on to find out. Wiki wiki.
I'll put one on if you want to test it out.
All right. Do you attempt to attune to it?
If it's okay with everyone else. Probably not the Bull Rush one, though.
I don't want the ring. I want the studded leather armor.
Would anyone else like the Bull Rush, or?
You know, Avril,
Mm-hmm.
we talked.
Mm-hmm.
You're tuning to this one.
as I grab the one involving I promise you will never I promise you I will never lie again, and I put it in his hand.
Okay. You have.
Now,
Yeah.
I've told you what I know,
I
who
know.
I am.
Yes. That was just to me, though. I just want to be sure that you're going to keep it up.
He takes a closer look at the ring.
Yeah, I mean it's the same beautiful ring as before. You do notice the kind of rough scratchings on the inside, but they're smoothed down enough so it wouldn't like bother your finger.
I'm going to place my hand on Avril's shoulder, and I'm going to lean my jaw close to where his ear is. And I know, like, the rest of the party is probably going to be able to hear it because we're all in one room.
Yeah.
So you're going to hear it, but I'm going to make sure that, like, the point is made.
If you ever need to lie, you can always ask me to be your voice. But for now, this is your truth, and I suggest you wear it proudly.
All right. What do we have to lose? And I put both rings on.
Okay. So you put both rings on. Do you try to attune to both of them?
Yes.
Okay, so you take the time while, assumedly, Ulysses is looking at other items, the party's doing whatever, to attune to both rings, because it takes an hour. So you can now add to your inventory the Ring of Truth-Telling and the Ring of the Ram.
Okay.
So the Ring of Truth-Telling, while wearing this ring, you have advantage on Wisdom Insight checks to determine whether someone is lying to you. And the Ring of the Ram, so it has 3 charges and regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing the ring, you can use an action to expend 1 to 3 of its charges to make a ranged spell attack against one creature you see within 60 feet. The ring produces a spectral ram's head and makes its attack roll with a +7 bonus. On a hit, for each charge you spend, the target takes 2d10 force damage and is pushed 5 feet away from you. So, it also can do a similar thing to objects.
I don't see Ring of Truth Telling in D&D Beyond.
I can put it in. Hold on. I'll put it in there if it's being a bitch. If it's
Thank you,
being a
thank you.
sussy baka.
Because
Bad,
Manila,
Chris, bad.
because Manila asked about the studded leather. After you're done with that, by the way, Ash, I'm going to be looking at the studded leather just to be sure what is on that. So then Manila gets her prize.
It seems pretty simple. It's very beautiful armor, but it's a fairly simple enchantment. From your knowledge of the arcane, you would know it's a +1 studded leather armor. It's not something like, it's a very standard enchantment.
Grabby hands.
Yep, it's +1 quality. It's better than nothing. Here you are, Manila.
Imagine.
Alaric,
Yes.
is there anything here that you would like to, well, have information on for yourself?
No, I don't take stuff from the dead. I understand some of it can be useful, but I'm not a taker from the dead.
Be fair, I did say thank you for all this too, by the way. So I'll put that there. He shuts up again.
I'm just curious about the envelope.
After I identify the rest of this, I'll be reading the envelope and looking into the tome. Which, speaking of, since my vision is still technically active, waiting for him to still attune. Actually, you know what, I feel as if enough time has passed that detect magic had worn off, so I'll just recast it to be sure that the tome and the to be fair, because he already received the information that those are the 2 items that he got. So I think to be fair, since that takes an hour and detect magic only lasts 10 minutes, I'm gonna just recast and proceed to check over the envelope and the tome to see whether or not there's anything magical on them.
Yeah, so the envelope has a very slight enchantment, just a very slight abjuration enchantment. You gather it's probably just something to... It's almost like a very light press. It's just to protect it from the elements and from getting ruined. It's not. It's like basic magic mage paper. It's nothing crazy. The tome, however, is definitely magical, for sure. It is. Bing bong. Hold on. Okay, give me one. The School of Magic is let's see.
Remember, it doesn't have to have one.
I know, but this one very specifically does.
Is it transmutation?
No, it is not transmutation. It's necromancy, and abjuration.
Can I make an Arcana check to see whether or not I can identify this? And by chance, does this tie in to the Pale Lady or myself?
Yeah, go for it. Roll Arcana.
Alright. Well, it's not amazing, but 17.
Okay.
Actually, before I get the results, because I can, I'm going to use my racial feature to add a d6 to this.
Hell yeah.
Fuck! I caught it! Well, it makes it towards a 20, so it's a dirty 20.
Okay. That is definitely better. So this tome is you're looking at it now, and it is deeply magical, and it is silver on the outside. And there are gems, there are purple gems inlaid on the front that when you look at them, normally they just appear as gems, but when you kind of tilt it, you can see like very faint carvings in the gems that like similarly resemble skulls. Don't know still exactly what this is. You gather though this tome is probably okay. All right, I'm gonna out of game say like not like I'm just gonna say the mechanics basically. So basically, on top of this mage using this as a spell book, it's also an additional magical item tome. So it has the properties of being a spell book, but also additional properties of being that magical item. It looks like some of its magic is currently unavailable, like it's kind of been consumed already. But you gather there are a lot of very, very unusual spells in this book. Stuff that you have never heard of. And it smells... I don't know, it smells... like it smells otherworldly, almost. You don't necessarily, from kind of glancing through and looking at the actual magical properties, see a direct connection to you immediately or the White Lady. But if you maybe sit down and actually read everything that's inside, you don't know what you're gonna find because of, like, who this mage was. But it's very odd that he did what he did and just left his spellbook there. Even wizards who do commit those kinds of acts generally tend to hide their books away. So that is very unusual. But you know this book is... It ain't cheap. That's for sure. I would say you know... it does have the ability to, like, boost your spellcasting modifier. As well as saving throws, so.
With the 20, can I also draw the conclusion that this can potentially be used as a phylactery?
This is not a phylactery. It maybe could be if you knew how to do that and really wanted to do that, but as it stands currently, this is not a phylactery and has never been used as one. But if one such person is powerful enough, it potentially has that potential.
Okay. I was just concerned. I didn't know whether or not it was going to be one of those situations of, here's a really good item that you wouldn't want to destroy, and it's actually phylacteries, so now the BBG keeps coming back. And it's like, well, fuck.
That would be...
So destroy it now while I don't have the benefits.
But no. Here.
So the rings.
Ulysses would keep it regardless.
What?
Ulysses would keep it regardless. Who the fuck am I kidding?
That's true.
I was thinking, guys. I was thinking because Ulysses already have 3 health potions on him. What if all of us got a health potion?
I could use one. I agree with this.
So Ulysses have his 3 as a backup, and all of all of us front fighters get one. So Illicits don't have to always be the one to save us.
2 of them are regular, remember, and then 2 of them are greater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking the 2 greater goes to me and Ulrich. Because we are front fighters and...
The other
sorry.
2 go to Joseph and Avro.
Yeah.
Well, the way he's been, Alvaro's been a front fighter too.
Yeah,
I
and that's what I hoping he...
yet.
Oh, well, last time he got a lecture from me for being a front fighter, so hopefully he stops.
Got a death
Because
wish.
he's jealous.
I agree with that.
Okay. Okay.
So is there any other items that you guys want to do or look over or anything else you guys really want to do like today, you know, or do you want to leave town today? What are we thinking?
Well, for the most part, like, I'm gonna try and identify the rapier pouch, scale mail, and that transmutation vial. Other than that, I do want to read the letter, so then Alaric has some clarity on his curiosity.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you spend enough time, so if you take the day and really go over like all of those items, like it's gonna take you much longer than it would just if you had like the spell or whatever, but you'll be able to do it eventually. You eventually gather, so the rapier is it's a +1 vicious rapier. The pouch is Heward's handy spice pouch. And the scale mail is +1 scale mail.
Okay.
What did you said about the rapier? The magic rapier?
It's
vicious.
Yeah, it's a +1 vicious rapier.
Can you use another sword?
Yeah, I have 200 fighting.
I was gonna say, is Murder Slaughter not gonna get jealous?
Probably, but I'm already I'm using an axe now, so
I took
Because I
liberty
don't-
upon naming your sword Murder Slaughter.
okay.
Its name is Flappy Bunny, get it right.
Yeah, I'm using a hand axe now to be my second attack. So if I could get the rapier, it would be cool. I don't know if Joseph needs it.
We'll cross that bridge later.
Okay, so I'm taking it. What was it?
I feel that it would make the most sense if Manila keeps the rapier anyway. So then whenever Joseph shows up, if anything, Ulysses might try to look out for finding something for Joseph. So then he can go and get like a nice item as well, at least until we can figure out like proper item distribution for the time being, because I know like he's been pretty busy.
What did you say it was called?
It's a +1 vicious rapier.
Bloody. Blah, blah, blah.
Do you see
Gotta
it?
get
Or
that
no?
delicious.
Ah, found it!
Okay.
Yo, girl, she vicious. So delicious.
Ugh.
Was that good or was that a good or a bad sound?
1d8 +4.
I think it was a good sound. I don't know.
Okay, so
Ooh, when I roll a 20, I just need to roll 20s with it. I see.
So as for the letter, do you just rip it open? Do you just rip that bitch up?
Well, because Ulysses has a level of respect for, privacy, and this letter clearly was not addressed to any of us. He's going to apologize for breaking the law, and then he's going to open the mail.
So, you open the mail. It is not addressed to anyone in particular. It just starts almost immediately, except at the top there is like one of those like official pictogram headings. It's that same beautiful like dark royal blue with like the black veins going through it. But this time it's similar to the bird on the front, which appears to be some sort of dove, but it looks to be a skull with a dove sitting on top of it this time. On the skull, the letter Z is written into the skull.
Okay.
And the note says, it's very brief. It is a very brief note or letter. It says, those who and it is written in Abyssal, which you would know and you can read. Those who defy must come find me or be shrouded in blood. If you are left standing, this is for those of wills of steel. Agony to those who weep, revenge will be sowed by those who seek. I am
Could you rewind a little bit? I'm
yes.
sorry.
No, you're okay.
So I'm on if you were left standing.
Okay. If you are left standing, this is for those of wills of steel.
All right.
Agony to those who weep. Revenge will be sowed.
Okay.
By those who seek.
Okay.
I am watching and waiting. And then it is signed in a letter Z similar to other letters you have seen before.
Okay. Let's see. I was just seeing whether or not there was like a secret message as a part of it by like taking the first letter of each sentence.
Dude, it's something Ass has made. Of course there's a hidden message.
Who knows? Who knows?
Because otherwise it would be TIAIZ.
Read it backwards.
Got that Z yacht on him.
Yeah, damn.
Oh, yes.
It's signed Z. Oh, I know one other person named Z.
You guys have have stumbled upon letters from this Z figure before. Specifically during the Bulgara incident, there was a letter from Z that you found.
Can I get a fill in? Who is the C character? Friend?
Friend
Friend or foe, we do not know.
Okay.
But rhymes are the way to go.
Oh shit.
Stop it.
Wait a minute.
Just stop it. Please just stop.
What are the three main guilds?
The Silver
AA.
Sword, the AA, and the Third Guild.
The third guild is called the SS. It is the Shadow Steppers.
There's 2 SS's.
There's
Surely it's
yes.
copyright.
There's 2 SS's. But really, most people fuck off. Most people just call the Shadow Steppers. They just call them Shadow.
The reason why I bring this up, each line can tie to one of the guilds. Those who defy must come find me or be shrouded in blood. Shroud, Shadow, Shadow Steppers. If you are left standing, this is for those of wills of steel. The Silver Sword. They're the ones that are stalwart, and tend to be the ones that are taking charge most of the time. They tend to run things around here. Agony to those who weep, revenge will be sowed by those who seek. We joined the Agony of Pliers, and so far we've done nothing but receive misfortune and turmoil. And so far, each one of us now has a stake in this. Unfortunately, especially for me, I am watching and waiting, Z, and that makes me wonder. Where are all the leaders right now?
At a council meeting.
In a council meeting? Who are the ones that watch over this place?
God.
Is it the council member?
They could be deciding the fate of the city.
The council might be the ones that have this issue, because who would be in charge of all of these guilds? The council. They at least adjudicate the laws. So they would also be aware of these teleportation circles. It's not a guild. It's a council member.
You talked about wasn't a whole army coming in. It was only some major players of the demons. Maybe they're going to attack the council.
No, I
If the
think after this
council-
failed attack, they'd hold back for at least a little while.
No, but think about it. They're all the most powerful people in one room.
This is the perfect chance for them to
If they-
strike.
Yeah, if they could destroy them, it would leave this town in panic and discord.
Because it would be heavily defended on the outside to prevent people from interrupting. The inside may not be so lucky. And if the guilds have teleportation circles, the council might have one as well, as a failsafe for them to escape. And that may be the perfect place for them to infiltrate if there is a traitor, or at least someone who's brainwashed.
It would be the perfect setup.
The question is, what do we do about it? If we want to do anything about it.
We have to see where the story goes. I mean, all the heads of each organization had a threat. I mean, what else happens when the head gets cut off?
Well, the body withers and dies.
And so far,
Exactly.
weird body.
So are you saying that maybe we should act more like worms than snakes, and let this half flee and survive, while we let this other half be feasted upon by birds?
I'd say we have to look out for where we're going. I mean, you said it yourself, we have our own stake in this happening. We all know why we're here. If we get cut off before we even take our first step into what's actually going on, what's the point of us even being here?
Right.
But we can't just leave all these people to die like this.
But either
Isn't
they
there
die
anybody we
in
can...
Maybe rather
Maybe
than die in vain.
maybe we can warn somebody.
We can warn the first. Well, we can warn the first sentence. Those who defy must confine me or be shrouded in blood. The one guild we haven't talked to yet, the Shadow Steppers. If we can meet with one of them, tell them. I feel like that would be a proper warning. It would suffice. It's not like we can do much. But that's
I mean, if we-
something.
I think you're right. Definitely. The note definitely wasn't put in order. I think it was partially in order of what's going to be strike next. Read that out over again to me. Which sentence sounded the worst, and which company got the worst handed to them? I think the
If you were
silver.
left standing, this is for those of Wheels of Steel.
They were first to be attacked. No.
The Silver Sword were the first ones to really deal with that Bulgura, and Stephen was there. And Stephen managed to go and survive that. Now, we could just go and toss this out there and ask, is Stephen spelt with an S or a Z? But at that point, he's a prick, and his parents are pricks, if it is spelled with a Z. And I'm going to punch him in the gonads if that's the case.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
What is the woman in the portal's name? You know, the Tifa.
Ah, fuck. I don't think it begins with a Z. Yeah. I wonder if I could just control F. Janara.
Zenara. Oh my god.
No, Janara.
Is that spelled with a J or a Z?
It's a J.
The Z is silent.
I'm about to give you a Z as silent if you know what I mean.
I don't want to find out.
I did just
No more.
whisper
No, thank you.
in his ear.
I take a step back.
I hope that like none of what I have said has like gone over anyone's heads, or if it's just collided into you and you're concussed. This is me drawing a random conclusion from this piece of paper that's not even really addressed to anybody. Because that's the other thing. Why is this left as a breadcrumb for us?
I'm not sure.
From all the books I
Okay.
have read, the villain always wants a little chase, you know?
Well, this is where I have a conclusion as well. The individual that took themselves, they were brainwashed, correct? Mind controlled.
That's what they said, yes.
That's what they said. Well, with that being the case, do you think that a mage that may be part of the council sent this? They're possibly mind controlled and would be in charge of that portal. And that mage, as some act of defiance through a moment of clarity where they have some kind of control, sent this to the guild that has wills of steel. The Silver Sword.
We might be on something about it.
Ash, what the fuck are you doing eating your damn book?
Who knows?
You just like me speculating on your shit.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening. It's up to you guys to decide. It's your story.
So we can
I
either
think-
go to the council or the shadow.
I think we should
if
go to the
want
Shadow Steppers.
Yes, I agree. I think if we want to save as many lives as we can, You have to warn who's next, and Shadow Steppers would be next.
I would imagine the council will be safe with how strong they are, and I'm sure they have guards.
I'm sure. Yeah, I think you're right. Whoever is causing all this looks like they want to have fun and be found. And they're not going to chop off the head before they've had their fun.
There's a knock at the door. Oh, hey.
Back in
Ready.
It's Sergeant Jack. Hello. I have your new badges.
Inside him on the door.
What?
No, open
Inside
the
him on
door for him.
I walk over to the door.
How could you get them already? I thought you needed to
pretty fast.
talk to them.
I did. You know, long way telecommunication devices. Great. They're very handy.
So you can talk to the council.
No.
Oh.
But got to Zeta. She stepped outside for a few. Anyway, I know this is kind of crazy. This is really unusual. This doesn't happen a lot. But you guys have already, like, entered some restricted area anyway with the teleportation circles and whatever. So anyway, not that you can even use them or whatever really now, but, I mean, to my knowledge at least, but what do I know? I don't really know you. Anyway, here are your level 7 badges. Congratulations. That's, yeah, I recommended, like, level 5, but Zeta was like, nah, 7.
But But you just said Seta was still at the council meeting.
Yeah, I said she stepped out for a few. Like, it takes like 30 seconds, you know? Be like, bah, 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 bah.
And they are okay.
I mean, to my knowledge, yeah.
We appreciate this,
No
and
problem.
I accept mine humbly. And might I ask a question?
Go for it.
How does one
Wait.
get the attention of the Shadow Steppers?
Oh, that's a great question.
I figured a rank 14 would know.
Can I quickly cast my zone? What does a truth-telling spell do?
The what?
You get
Truth-telling?
advantage.
Yeah, you get
on-
advantage on insight checks.
Okay, never mind.
No. I know, but how should I say this? I'm a pretty, like, I like to follow the rules, you know? The Silver Sword like to follow the rules. Look, the shadows are, if anything, they're the ones that are the least prone to following the rules. And, I don't know, there's kind of like a weird tension with them, whatever. My ex is a shadow, okay? I don't really want to talk about it, but just
What?
I'm not asking to contact your ex. I'm
go to
asking
the
how.
guild hall. Why don't you just go to the guild hall? It's like 3 blocks down the road.
We didn't know whether or not a group called the Shadow Steppers would even have an established building that people can just visit willy-nilly.
Wow, maybe I fucked up by really ramping up this promotion. You know what? It's fine.
I feel as if you also might have fucked up by just outright giving us, as rank 2s at the time, detailed information, even though that we didn't ask for any involving teleportation circles.
It's fine. I don't.
Sorry, man.
It's fine.
That's
It's been a
just
long day.
Yeah, there's so much going on today. I'm sorry, man.
You're good. Don't worry about it.
I pat him on the back and hand out my flask. You can take a sip if you want.
I don't drink on the job, but appreciate it,
Yeah,
buddy.
you're on the clock.
Yeah, that's no thank you for me.
Huh.
Anyway,
Just a gesture.
Appreciate it,
No
though.
wonder you don't have any gold, you alcoholic.
Huh?
Just
No wonder you don't have any money, you alcoholic.
Because you took it from me.
You gave it to me.
You took it from me. But I'll put my size
anyway,
back.
I just wanted to give you those. You have them now. I'm not gonna give you the details on them right now. Maybe find me tomorrow or someone else tomorrow when things have calmed down a little bit, and they'll give you all the details on this more than exponential increase in power. It's fine. It's not fine. Anyway, goodbye. Just closes the door and walks away.
Yeah, that wasn't suspicious at all. Did you all get the same vibe? I got that vibe.
Yeah,
I
Just a little socially awkward.
I got the vibe
you.
he still loves his ex-girlfriend.
yeah. I sense some sourness there.
Oh, unrequited love.
I mean, also,
Oh man.
he didn't really look too much into me. I'm not saying I'm important at all, but I wasn't even signed up to be a member, and now I'm level 7.
Well, granted, you went in there with other Agony of Pliers members who were registered, and you also had your disguised self on with the badge. So.
Yep.
Forgot about that.
Still didn't look into you, so really that's still like a, you know, that's a clerical error on his part.
Look,
He just kind of accepted the badge, so I mean, hey, look at that. Anybody can join Agony of Pliers. Just gotta know the right people.
y'all were the first to come in, truly, with some incredibly important information on this. Like, very, very important. So, you know,
After
it's
telling them they
big
had
deal.
enemies among them.
Yeah. Hey, did Gucci.
That guy's okay.
You think
Yeah,
Joseph is spelled
then
with a Z?
he came in with the new, and you guys just made him feel stupid. Good job, guys.
I mean, he kind of
I
walk
think
in.
Joseph
kind
might
of,
be behind all this.
Yeah. Word. Kind of looks around. Hold on.
He does that.
Wouldn't he be a great step into the Shadow Steppers? No pun.
Well,
You don't really know that guy's story.
Hmm.
He's just sort of here.
I mean, some correlation is better than none.
well, I'll be leaving.
Well, if we rest up, then yes.
Yeah.
Are you guys? It's like probably like 3 p.m. right now.
You think
Oh,
we
shit.
should visit them at night? Since they're the Shadow Steppers?
Probably they're most busy.
I mean, to be honest, I'm out of spell slots, so.
Oh wait,
I'm
Wasn't the
still
last-
not fully healed.
true. Wasn't the last place we were before we went to the Silver Swords was that bar that was a front for the Shadow Steppers?
No, that was not a front for the Shadow Steppers. That was a different criminal organization.
Oh, oops.
But you guys could long rest if you would like to. You'll just get up super early tomorrow.
That's fine.
Alright.
Well, if we are going to rest, Minella will go down and try to help people.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. So, you guys can take the rest of the day, respectively, all heading to bed, probably very early for the most part. But you can take your time, go downstairs, help people, eat dinner, finish with magical items, attune to whatever you wish, if available. Relax, take a few hours after a very stressful and perturbing morning, as well as some big questionable upgrades, maybe, that happened. But yeah, that's, I think, where we're gonna wrap up there for tonight's session. So, woo.
So you can start yawning.